Weird.
We can't all make declarations of hatred at the same time. Hi, everybody.
There are dozens of us. Dozens!
你好，中国，你好，西亚，我爱更尊重中。Shield up. There's nothing sacred.
Wait Olsen, help me up onto his casket so I can dance on it.
I don't care.
But how did you ever find us?
Oh, easy. We just read the screenplay you left us.
And Hispanic people, too.
Club gold! Club gold! Club gold!
You get nothing! You lose! Good day, sir!
I'll help you.
Everything is sexist, everything is racist, everything is homophobic, and you have to point it all out.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Huh? Zappuccino, Zappuccino.
All right, it is Thursday night in Tooney Town, and that can only mean one thing. It is time for my favorite part of the night. It is time for some good conversations with some good friends. It is time for Tooney Talk TV. Folks, my name is Marvin, and I'm the Movie Monster, and I'm thrilled to welcome you guys back to another week of non-stop conversation. Some of it about pop culture, some of it about life, or whatever random stuff comes up between us and you guys, the audience. So as you can see, I have my Marvin Movie Monster in the morning graphic up right now. That is because I'm trying to let everybody know that we do a morning show now, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, typically, not this Friday, but as of next week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m., where it's basically just me and you guys, and we go through the news. So I've been having a lot of fun with that, and I typically go on Midnight's Edge in the morning the last couple times right after. It's just a real fun block in the morning. So make sure you guys join us again Monday morning at 9 a.m. But we got a lot to talk about this week. Mostly my favorite person on the planet, James Gunn, and his world pretty much being blown up by the one thing that you can't argue with: numbers. But I can't do it myself, guys. I need the greatest team ever assembled in the world of pop culture. I need the Tooney Town Titans.
Titans, go!
Buckle up, lady. We got a big week.
Oh, excited. Hi, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one lady, I'm not sure if video is coming in choppy for you guys as well, but it has been coming in choppy for us. I think it's a StreamYard issue because we're all having the issue. So if you guys are seeing that, apologies. Hopefully you can still hear everything fine. If you can't, let us know. But yeah, Trish, how you doing this week?
I'm all right. I'm Claritin D'd up again, though.
Oh, good. Claritin Trish is my favorite Trish.
Woo! I'm okay. Now that it worked, oh, my head was like splitting before, just from my eyes shooting straight back. Yeah,
I'm okay allergies?
Yeah, it's all the time. I thought maybe I had like an infection going on because I get it way too much. And I took antibiotics, but they didn't do anything. So I'm like, okay. I don't know what's going on.
So, Claritin sounds like the way to go.
So far, it's the best I've got.
Kevin Apollo is here at the beginning of the show. What is this nonsense?
What the hell?
Well, you know, the inner 13-year-old in me got a special tickle out of Claritin D'd up.
This is listicle all over again.
Oh, mono. Kev, what's been going on with you, my friend? How's everything going?
Well, before we jumped on, I was trying to negotiate with this feral cat I've been keeping alive for the last year. So why not even got her a electronic cat house that will keep her warm throughout the winter. People, my family, are pretending that we haven't adopted the cat, but I'm like, you took the cat in. So now that I have to be obligated to keep the cat alive.
Wait, is it in the house?
Oh no, that feral beast is not coming inside of my home.
I was about to say, you don't let it in the house, right? Like,
I'll help it survive.
Yeah, that cat wouldn't help you survive. It would wait for you to die and then eat your corpse.
Well, that's all cats.
That's true.
They're not blind.
It's almost like why like a begrudging respect for them, because it's like, no, I understand where you're coming from. Like, you lay your cards on the table, felines, and I for one appreciate it.
They manipulate us when they're kittens. Their meows reach the same octave pitch as babies, so that we feel sorry for them if they're abandoned. But I have seen plenty of video where they have decided to go jump at a bear or a coyote. So good for them. They'll protect your babies if you feed them properly.
Well, speaking of cats. Here comes the biggest put. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to say it.
Oh.
No, our favorite cat aficionado, Nolan Thunder, is here.
What's going on?
Hello, everyone. I heard we're getting Claret Indeed up.
Yeah. We're all taking the Claret and D.
I'm over here trying to say hi to everybody, and I got Nolan, Claret and D up, guys. It's just like I can't juggle all this at one time, I am but one woman.
Juggling is a good skill to learn, Trish. You should.
Oh, yeah. For my future in the circus.
Nolan, what's been new with you this week? Anything fun and exciting?
It's been definitely a lot going on, but it's a lot of stuff, just a lot of calculating on where to go in the future, honestly, but nothing really too catastrophic. So maybe that's a good thing, depending on your perspective.
Sounds like you're thinking some deep thoughts, my friend.
Yeah.
Lauren is here, everyone.
NyQuil!
You're repping the NyQ.
It's not the same thing.
Maybe not to you.
Oh, I can't.
See, I don't Claret D. I'm mostly Zyrtec when I have to.
But see, Claritin D is the one for the sinus pressure. Like, I don't really sneeze. I don't really get stuffed up too much. It's all up here.
I get the same thing.
No, it's horrible. It's the one you have to go to the pharmacy counter and show them your license to get.
So they know that you're not making,
meth out of it. Yeah, it's so stupid.
Little do they know you are.
Stop. I need to be able to get this. Stop it.
She's also buying red phosphorus.
I swear, if I can't get my medicine.
I'm just going by the ingredients I saw on Breaking Bad.
Yeah, you saw him on Breaking Bad, did you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Do you guys ever think that when Bryan Cranston gets sick and he has to go to the CVS pharmacy, do you think he gets really annoyed because probably every single schmuck behind the counter is making a Breaking Bad joke? He's just like, can you just give me the dang medicine?
I think
danger.
I think he probably has people that go to the pharmacy for him, Nolan.
I'd hope so.
Also, besides, Marv knows what the ingredients of meth are. He's a Florida man. They sell it like it's a lemonade stand.
Well, yeah, when you get your Florida license, on the back of it is actually printed the ingredients. So it's like a little. Oh man, Lauren, what's been new with you this week?
Nothing terribly significant. The only thing of note is that I have watched one of the movies that I have to watch for our next recordings for the Genre Guys. I watched Vertigo last Saturday. This weekend, we're doing a double feature, although they'll be separated by a week, I think. We're doing Vertigo, and then we're going to do High Anxiety. So that should be fun.
I'm not familiar with the movie, but I am familiar with the concept of high anxiety.
You and me both. But if you're not familiar with it, it's a Mel Brooks spoof of Vertigo. So that's why we were doing it as a double feature.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's mostly when I feel when we're 5 minutes before the show and I'm the only one sitting in here. And I'm like, did they all abandon me?
Yeah, I saw you were freaking out. It's like, chill, dude. It's like we're always here. Just relax.
I know, but I'm always worried, even though we all start late anyway. I used to be really like iffy about the fact that we always start late. Because like Pro is always like on the second, and like you guys on your show on Pro's channel are always on the second. And then I started doing Midnight's Edge in the morning, and I realized not everyone is like that because literally the clock strikes the moment that the show is supposed to come on, and the chat literally goes, and now we wait. I've been having a ball on Midnight's Edge. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that I've been on Midnight's Edge in the morning the last couple of weeks. We've been having a great time hanging out with Shadow, hanging out with Tom, with Andre. We've been having a great time over there. It is a ton of fun. So yeah, loving it. And Gary Nerdrotic, I know he's always late. So I think it's even in their theme song that they're probably late. I love their theme song so much. That used to be like on my workout, on my workout mix. But guys, so this is a show that is made for you and financed by you. We counting your generous super chats to keep the lights on around here, and you guys are being super generous this week. Let's get right into them, guys, because we have got right off the bat Pastor of Muppets, formerly Master of Puppets, for 50 bones here. Supernatural binge update. My wife and I will next be watching episode 8 of season 10. Greatly enjoying the show. After we finish, we'll be switching to sci-fi. My wife hasn't seen either Firefly or Serenity, and that will be changed. Then who knows? I have also not seen Firefly or Serenity.
What? That's weird. That's so odd.
You haven't?
Heresy?
No.
You don't need to. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ, Marv.
I've watched a couple episodes of it, but back then I was so bitter because I was like, this show is the reason why Angel season 4 and Buffy season 7 sucked. And so I didn't want to watch it. Same thing with like
you and I are going to have some words after this show is done. If that's the way you're looking at this, I am both angry and disappointed in you.
I am sure that I will get to it at some point.
I said in the background.
I was about to say, Kevin Apollo said not to watch it.
You're not missing anything. If you want to watch a grown man spend millions of dollars to have a temper tantrum on film, then yeah, sure, I'll watch Serenity.
Is the grown man Joss?
Yeah, I'd rather you watch The Dark Knight Rises instead. It's a better temper tantrum.
It is a temper tantrum. I'm glad you said that. That movie is such a I didn't get nominated for Best Director temper tantrum.
But come on, it's been a couple of decades. We can be honest about Firefly. Firefly is the prettiest girl in the trailer park.
Lauren, I assume you're a big Firefly fan then.
I have not let you wind me up before, but you're about to unleash a rant of epic proportions. Tread very, very carefully here.
What is so good about Firefly?
What'd you say?
I said, what's so good about it? I want to hear why Lauren likes it so much. Maybe it'll convince me.
I'm not saying it's bad.
Well, the other reason I never got into it, I was like, it's only one season. Like, I don't want to get attacked.
All right. Let me explain this though. Okay, there's a reason why it's only one season, and that's that Fox
nobody watched it
because it was no. Again, there's a reason for this. A couple of things all happened at once. One was that Fox didn't want it because it was a sci-fi series and it was expensive to produce. When it debuted, it was debuting during the World Series, and so the episodes kept getting preempted. Also, they aired the episodes out of order, and so the audience ended up being confused and unable to know exactly when they were going to be able to watch the show. Also, Fox was undergoing leadership changes at the time, and it's one of those things when the new boss comes in, they don't want to continue anything that the old boss was doing, and so it ended up becoming kind of a sacrificial lamb. As for why it's so good, I struggle to know how to describe this to you because if you like world building, you like ensemble shows that are both heartfelt and funny, then I mean, this is, and it's got a serious Western vibe. There's a lot of Star Wars DNA in this. I'm telling you, maybe I'll watch it. I'm telling you right now, if you have not seen it, start it tonight.
No.
I was about to say you're about to start a fight in here.
I don't care. You already started Supernatural. It obviously didn't grab you. You haven't been watching it, so.
Do you understand percentage-wise how far into Supernatural? He's like 0.1% through Supernatural. He already started it.
Well, he did, but I mean, did it grab him? He's not continuing to watch it.
I think he did.
I did watch a little bit of it actually. Yeah. No, I do have a Supernatural update this week.
All right. So let me make the argument this way then. Finish the first season of Supernatural and then watch Firefly because it's only one season and then you can get back to Supernatural.
Finish the first 15 seasons of Supernatural and then watch.
I'm making a reasonable offer here. Come on. It's like,
he's easily derailed. We've seen it week in and week out.
I will also say, in Firefly's defense, too, this was during a very dark time in TV where everybody was obsessed with making really fast reality TV show bucks. And if you were, I need to think about it TV, you were going to get canceled. There was a lot of fantastic shows that came out during this era across all the major networks. Somehow Lost managed to survive.
What was the year frame for it?
Let's see. That's anything between, I'd say anything between 2001 to 2004. If you required thought, you were probably going to get canceled.
All right. I just got an idea. So since everybody is always telling me that I have to watch these things that I've never seen, I want to start a new member show called Marv's Never Seen. And it'll basically be like, Trish and I will sit down and talk about the episodes of Supernatural that I just watched, and I will give an opinion. Lauren and I will sit down and talk about Firefly. Whoever brings up the thing that I have to watch, I will, whether it's a movie or a TV show, I will sit down with them and discuss it for our members. If you guys are down with that.
I'm just reading through the comments right now, and I'm incensed at some of what I'm seeing. It's Kendrick Lama. No, you're wrong.
What did he say?
Kevin is right as always. Firefly is decent, but nothing special. No, sir. No, sir.
It's Kendrick Lamar.
BPE, by the way, says Firefly much better than Supernatural.
Okay, BPE. You know, I like to think we're pals and everything.
Maddie's got a better name. Make Marv watch. I like that better.
Oh yeah, it's got like a flow to it.
Like today, I make Marv watch. Trish makes Marv watch Supernatural. Lauren makes Marv watch Firefly.
Look, just not making Marv watch that.
If I have 3 requests for you before you die, it's watch Firefly and Serenity, watch Deadwood, and watch Justified. Those are the 3 things I have asked you for, and they all have Western themes. So,
Lauren, if it makes you feel any better, I see Ryan Damon making me incensed in the chat by, I presume, by the It's True Sorry Trish being on your side. So I think we've got like a split down the middle in there.
I'm not kidding.
Firefly. He said Firefly is much better.
I'm not kidding. Firefly is something really special. Now, Serenity, I have some problems with Serenity, but it's not really the movie's fault. The series had been canceled. They had to wrap things up, and they did so, but it was not as satisfying as I would have liked it to have been. But Firefly, the series, I'm telling you, you'll thank me for watching it. I promise you will.
Why did this come up? Why did this come up? I need to know why this came up, because I feel like I'm losing control of what's going on here. Like, I feel like one of those, like,
she doesn't like to lose control. Down with the matriarchy.
And it's like,
you know what? Down with the matriarchy. I'm going to start Firefly.
I'm watching it unfold.
Maintain control.
You know, I'm just saying. And I don't think y'all want me to lose the blood vessels in my eye, but it might happen.
Hammer Biotech is saying to me, not including Star Trek, the original series, in your must-see list. Part of the reason for that is, and I got to give full disclosure here, I have not seen all of Star Trek: The Original Series.
I've seen more. I've seen a lot of Star Trek: The Original Series years ago.
And now I just insulted Kev. Now, let me explain the reason why. It's not because of a lack of desire. It's that my introduction to Star Trek was The Next Generation. And so that was my Star Trek. Now, I saw the movies. Obviously, I saw the movies. I just never saw the original series regularly. Sometimes it would pop up in reruns, but it was at an age where I wasn't really paying attention. You know, it was something that was on in the background. So over time, I was a serious Next Generation and Deep Space Nine fan. I did go back and watch... I don't remember how much of the original series, but I never did get completely through it. It's not for a lack of desire. I just never finished it. So
I'm already sitting
You
here
know what?
writing.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm sitting here writing the Make Marv Watch theme song in my head already.
I think the next phase, I feel like, you know how it's like the 7 stages of grief. I think I'm gonna have like a 7 stages or something, and the next thing y'all are gonna see is just tears. Just tears, because I will break and I won't be able to take it
all
anymore.
right, let me comfort you this way then, Trish. Supernatural and Angel and Buffy, all of those were Joss Whedon shows, right?
Supernatural.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Not
Supernatural is not
Supernatural.
Joss Whedon.
Oh, okay. But Buffy was, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You're a Buffy fan.
I don't care. Supernatural is Trump's Buffy for me.
Okay, but Firefly is also Joss. And if you haven't seen that, I would also urge you to watch Firefly, because I think you would like it too.
I mean, I make no promises. That's just how I am, though, in general.
When you said Supernatural trumps Buffy, I thought you said Supernatural is Trump's Buffy.
That's what I thought, and I was about to start going on a massive Trump Buffy.
Look, if you love Buffy, you're gonna like Supernatural. A lot of the people, Darla, right there in the first season, she made Angel. Now she's in this show.
All right,
so Dexter, it was fun, it was cute, but you know, from beneath you it devours and all that good stuff. Where's the judge? The judge's a good guy. Should have had more episodes, but I got blown with that rocket. Xander's creepy, annoying. I'm glad he got the Nick Fury treatment. No one cares.
I've been making a lot of foolish bets lately, so I may as well add another to the pile. And I don't know when I would possibly have time to do this, but let's put it this way.
Okay.
Marvin, Trish, if you will both watch the first 3 episodes of Firefly, if you don't like it, I will watch the first season of Supernatural.
Now she's just gonna say that she doesn't like. That's if you don't like it. Like that's.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna like Supernatural necessarily.
You have to make a time commitment.
Well,
I don't know anymore.
When has anybody cared about whether I like what I'm watching? Believe me, the audience loves it. The audience loves it when I hate what I'm watching.
I don't know.
I would rather make you watch Buffy.
Up is down, down is... William Thompson is just stomping all over my heart in the chat. He's just making a sport of it in there. So
it's all right. He's super chats. He's allowed to.
Let me also
I didn't say he's not allowed to, but he's still doing it.
I never watched any of the shows that you're talking about, Buffy or Supernatural or Angel or any of that stuff. But I did watch the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie back when it came out, and I liked that. It was okay.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Buffy, the show. I love Buffy and Angel an insane amount, but they also spawned decades of shows that tried to be Buffy and Angel with like the snarky Joss Whedon writing. That is basically how we have modern Marvel, and not everybody can do it. Kev, you agree with me on that?
Yeah. I do not disagree with your assessment.
Yeah. All right, let's see what the rest of you guys have to say. I just saw Mike Glass gifted 10 Tooney Town TV memberships. Thank you very much, Mike Glass. So we do break for $50 or more, guys. So if you super chat either $50 or 10 memberships, we do stop and we acknowledge whatever it is that you want us to say or do in that moment. So thank you very, very much, guys. Ewan Cumia gifted 5 Tooney Town TV memberships. Thank you so much, Ewan. Ewan Cumia also says Trish is greater than Glomgold.
Glomgold! Glomgold!
Wow.
Glomgold! Glomgold!
That's some high praise there from this audience, Trish.
It is. Thank you.
Now you need a video of her slamming through a door going, Trish, 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 Trish.
Well, here we come.
Don't give anyone any ideas, please.
XJ Cherokee Bear, as Nolan would say, or XJ Cherokee Bear, as he's actually known, for $5 says this stream is preempting Hassan Piker Shocks Lassie. Oh my own.
I can't. Let's not.
I don't talk about purely political things that much because I try to keep everything kind of entertainment based. When I saw that guy shock that dog, I was beyond incensed. Now, if I had watched him shock a literal human being, I would not have been as angry as I was when he shocked that dog.
He didn't shock her. She nicked herself on something. Get it right.
Oh, right. Right. So first it was that the collar is just a vibrating collar.
Yeah.
And never mind the fact that she yelped when he pushed a button at her.
Yeah, no. And then he taped with like electrical tape where you normally have the prongs so nobody would see it. Like everyone's so stupid you can't figure out there's a piece of tape on it.
He's such an idiot.
It's just enraging.
4K, brother, we see it.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels learned the hard way when we all started seeing his bald spot. Now you're learning as well, Hassan. But William Thompson for $20. I'm sorry, guys, I haven't been around. Is my house is just taking up all my time and energy and money, but it's almost over. I'm going to sign the loan and sell my soul to the mortgage company. Congratulations, William Thompson.
See, William and I, we're not as, like familiar with each other. I didn't know he had a whole thing going on. I hope it's going well.
Yeah, he's buying a house.
For as much as we're, razzing right now, I do hope everything is gold for you.
Andre Adams, member for 6 months, says the cat is a sleeper agent for the bear. Kev, you better watch out.
That's why she's not allowed in the house. I don't trust her.
That's wise. That is wise.
I didn't get that. The freezing. I'm sure it was funny, Kevin.
It was. It was good. William Thompson for $20 says we just had Truck Driver Appreciation Week, so I now have a dozen new hats from trucking companies I've never heard of. So, Lauren, I've got new hats for you.
As it happens, I have some new hats you haven't seen either. Not a dozen, but a couple that I think will at least get a good laugh.
I like this hat bromance you two have going on.
It's more like a hat
bromance.
It's a competition.
It gives us an excuse to buy more hats.
Hey,
Maddie for $1.99 says Frank Costanza, Serenity now. You have to say Serenity now. Are you supposed to scream it? I love that show. William Thompson for another $20. Thank you so much, William Thompson. Says Lauren Connor is right about Firefly because at the time Fox just look at what happened to Space Above and Beyond, which also lasted just a season and was a great show.
Nolan, Space Above and Beyond. Thing.
William, I love your hat takes, but I'm sorry. Hangry had to suffer through that. I don't know what the appeal was of that show for people. I did not get it. Like,
was that a Lost Guys
please,
episode?
Someone explain.
Yeah, I think that was a hangry pick. I think
that sounds like something a nipple neck would say.
Good Lord.
Oh, what?
It's the clones from the show. You don't remember?
We only have to watch one episode.
Oh, okay.
Master of Muppets, formerly Master of Puppets, member for 10 months. Is Firefly surprisingly good? Watch it, Marv.
Thought you were on my side, Master of Puppets.
He also wants me to watch Supernatural. They all want me to watch. Don't worry, they're not going to cross.
No, it's a war now. It's a war now.
Liquid Fox for $5 Canadian says Firefly or Supernatural. Talk about picking your poison. Poor Marv, but look at it this way: it's better than picking between AEW and Meltzer. I would pick the jumping into a ravine with sharp pointed rocks at the end of it.
Liquid Fox.
Before I pick that.
Stop.
William Thompson for another $20. Thank you so much, William Thompson. This is very generous. Says, I'm sorry, Trish, but I'm from a different generation and my taste just runs different, which is why me and Lauren Connor like the same shows, books, comics, etc. But my hats are still better.
It's okay. I accept and love everyone as they are, and you're no exception, William. Don't worry.
Really, what this chat proves is that you can have excellent taste and terrible vision.
Well, your other senses do go up. So you would give me it for $5. Is Marv can watch Supernatural, Lauren can watch Highlander 2, Kevin can watch Wrestle Dream, and The Scrum for free.
Okay, listen. Lauren may have started this war, but that is highly unfair to Lauren and very fair to Marv. I feel like
I'm liking Supernatural. Lauren would hate Highlander 2. So
I don't know about Kevin and Wrestle Dream with The Scrum. I'm gonna go with no.
Who's Wrestle Dream?
It's
AEW Wrestle Dream. I'm sorry.
You got a better shot of seeing me wrestle Jesus in a pool of Rice Krispie treats.
By the way, we are going to be live on the wrestling channel for Wrestle Dream. Probably just me and Dis, but we will be live. We will be live for it.
I'm sorry for you.
Yeah,
Wrestle Dream sounds like a dang anime.
Well, we'll see. The last AEW pay-per-view didn't make any money, so if this one doesn't, then goodbye AEW pay-per-views. Ryan Damon for $5 says make Marv watch DS9.
I think Ryan is not happy because he asked me when I was going to be on the morning show, and I was like, "Go be honest, probably never," because I'm fast asleep.
He's the one that I think he's the one that wanted you to be my sidekick on the morning show.
Yeah, he was asking me, and I was like, "I don't know that time, probably not." No, so
not gone that.
So that's what I think that super chat is about. Prove me wrong.
Deep Space Nine is the Babylon 5 ripoff, right?
I will set your house on fire.
I was just trying to get a rise out of you. It's the one that's very similar to Babylon 5. Regina Sharp for 50 bones here.
Woo!
Sorry I'm late, but Glomgold, you take that back. Glomgold is better than everyone. It's okay, sir. They'll all be fired. He thinks this is a Zoom call, and it's okay because Glomgold is already a winner. Oh, wow, that's one that people don't usually request. Hold on, I gotta find it. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. Here's another one while I look.
Is this some kind of game? Answer me, baby.
Play.
Is this some kind of game? Answer me, baby.
Answer me, baby.
Is the screen freezing issue like pervasive throughout?
Yes, we all have it.
So.
Yes.
This is a StreamYard thing, huh?
Yep.
It probably is. It's a good thing it's not ludicrously expensive.
Well, I can tell you that Azure services were having an awful lot of downtime today that was wreaking havoc throughout the internet world. It's possible that some CDNs are also having trouble, so that's probably why we're seeing some of this.
I don't understand that reference, Dean.
All I know is I'm glad it's not my internet.
Cloud services are going down and causing havoc as they're trying to distribute data.
Ooh, I get that.
Is it the Borg?
Borg.
Could be the Borg.
Likely not. That would involve assimilation and potentially more efficient service streaming. I would guess.
I'm upset Kevin wasn't. Kev, were you not there for my? I think it was on the Pro Show where I likened Bob Iger and Disney to the Borg because everything must be assimilated. I found it by the way.
Okay, if you want to be a winner, just follow these 3 rules.
I'm already a winner. Nobody tells Splinter and Glomgold what to do. You're fired.
William Thompson. William Thompson for another $20 says, "That's it, Lauren Connor. I'm tired of you. When I ever one buy my house and 2 can afford to go home, I want a hat off. Mano y mano."
Oh my god, the afford to go home part just made me go.
Well, the whole reason why is that he's spending too much money on crappy hats.
Crappy hat.
Oh my!
Singular crappy hat.
Oof.
We gotta get him a monkey sidekick.
Yeah, we do. Ryan Damon for 5 says, "Need the Glomgold clip that is, how'd you know it was me? It always is. And it always will be."
Can the monkey be named Clyde?
What?
You have that clip? Go get it if you have that clip.
It's somewhere. I don't know. I don't have
This
it.
This is gonna be like the other one where we don't know where it is, but we know it's somewhere.
No, I don't have it loaded in here. I think I have it saved on my computer somewhere.
Oh, you took it out?
Is it me, or is this episode feeling like a little, but like in a fun way? Like it's feeling a little crazy.
Well,
I
mean, it's
one of because all that Claritin D.
No, that would make me like. Ugh.
It is. By the way, with Ryan Damon's super chat there, that brings us to $301 for the night. So Trish, you're doing a Q&A.
All right.
So, guys, if you want to ask Trish a question for the Q&A, just write in all caps Q&A in your comments, and we will make sure we're starring them in the chat. And then towards the end of the show, we'll go through them. So there you go. We're going to take a quick break from the super chats. We will get back to them. We'll stop, periodically. In these more conversational shows, we do tend to just take the super chats as they come in. So
can I put something on the screen? Because I feel like it's very true.
Go ahead. Surprised you asked. Because Martin's not here to bring some sanity. Yeah. Yeah, everyone's going to suddenly behave when he shows up.
I do. I mean, I could exert just complete authority, but I'll defer.
This is, by the way, this is where I'm just looking at the chat. This is typically the part of the show where we ask everyone what they've been watching or reading or what media they're consuming this week. So Nolan, what you been watching this week, buddy?
Oh, a lot of the most depraved, horrific events in human history. I've been listening to a channel called Chilling Scares, and he takes a lot of deep dives into cases where people do not come out alive in the end. Reddit accounts with morbid backgrounds. Only the most cheery stuff in the Nolan Thunder household.
Oh, fantastic, Nolan! That sounds like some light watching
in the thundercloud.
Yeah, definitely very wholesome. Hey!
Oh my gosh. I love how it froze on her being so pleased with herself for making that joke.
It's amazing.
I love it.
It froze on you doing like the bad joke dog thing, like the meme when dog's like, ah?
I love that meme.
Kevo, what have you been watching this week?
I watched something really awful on Tubi. Like it was like a Tubi joint movie, like on the black side of Tubi.
Oh, okay.
And someone, I fell asleep. I woke up and it was on. So I was just riveted by how awful this movie was. And someone's running through a parking lot, and this gentleman starts out as being slightly chubby and dark skinned, and he kind of jumps over a wall. And when he lands, he's skinny and light-skinned. And I was like, but it's the same person in the same scene. So
fantastic.
And just I was like, I wish I had enough energy to continue watching this, and rolled over and went back to sleep, but was so happy that the Lord saw fit to give me that, because that is something that will stay with me forever.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Martin Stone is back, ladies and gentlemen. Now everyone has to behave because Martin's
was Witch Powers.
Martin!
I'm sorry.
Ciao, amico.
That was Witch Powers. I summoned you just now, Martin. I wasn't trying.
Everybody goes, uh-oh, scatter. We've been having just off the wall conversations thus far, and somebody said it's because Martin's not here to bring sanity.
I don't know if I do that.
Yeah, apparently you are the leveling agent that keeps us all down to earth. Otherwise, we just go insane.
So I'm the lithium of the Tooney Town Titans.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did Martin walk into the apartment like Troy with the pizza and the Community?
Yes, 100%. This is the darkest timeline.
Lord, what the hell is this?
What is that?
What is going on here?
I don't know, but he's not the. Regina Sharp did it too.
They're writing in
Braille?
Are they writing in binary to each other?
You're writing in Morse code.
Morse code.
It is Morse code. Yes.
I go like this, like.
She said, "It's all right, Trish." Actually, what was the rest of it? I translated it, and then I replied, but I forgot the rest of her message. Give me a second.
Isn't writing out Morse code like defeat the purpose of Morse code?
No, because we need this to defeat the Yahtzees or break
the commies.
McCoy out of jail.
She said, "It's all right, Trish. Everything is just fine." And I responded and said, "She can't read Morse code, but I'll be sure to tell her."
It's like I sensed it was about me somehow.
It's like that's like my favorite joke from the old Dinosaurs show on ABC, when like the baby is sitting there playing with his blocks in the high chair, and the grown-ups are they're like spelling words in front of him so he doesn't see. And then when you just like the camera pans over and the baby has spelled out with the blocks, they think I can't spell. I love that show. But it terrified me as a child.
The world's most depressing ending.
Oh
my gosh, yeah.
What a downer.
Good night, kids.
When my oldest was 2 years old and starting to learn to speak and things like that, or obviously he was speaking before then, but my wife would spell things. The thing is, I'm dyslexic, so it wasn't helpful.
Me too.
And then one day she says, we're talking about what we might do. She goes, we could go to the ZOO, and he just sitting on the floor, Trip goes, ZOO, that spells zoo. Well, I guess that doesn't work anymore, does it?
So my great-grandmother, God rest her soul, used to speak to my grandfather in Italian whenever she didn't want us to know what was going on. So people are always like, how come you never learned Italian? And I was like, well, that was the secret language. That was the language that you never got taught it, because that was the language that they used when they didn't want you to know what they were talking about. And then if you actually figured it out, you'd get in trouble. But to her credit, my great-grandma did eventually try to teach me Italian, and I was a child and had no patience for it.
Well, you and the Paisano have to be happy today because Columbus Day's back, right?
It is back, isn't it?
Proclamation issued today, yeah.
Was it? Oh, did it officially? I just knew that the sentiment was back, but he officially brought it back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Signed today.
Trish, we are so back. In this house, Christopher Columbus was a hero. Sorry. It's from The Sopranos. One of the best. It's one of the best Sopranos episodes, is the Columbus Day one. Okay, guys. You know what? We got some more chats that have been coming in. So, or you know what? Let's talk about our actual topic, so that we can make sure we at least get to it. So, a new report from Forbes raised some eyebrows this week, mostly the eyebrows of James Gunn fans who are pissed about this. Because, it's the one thing that you can't fight back on. It's numbers and math. And of course, the precious James Gunn fans don't want to hear it. Forbes claims James Gunn's Superman lost money in theatrical run. Report alleges DCU premiere $42 million short of profitability. Now, that is not a flop. It just means it didn't make money. So after months of speculation about the financial outcome of James Gunn's Superman, a new report from Forbes has made the situation plain. The film reportedly did not recoup costs during its theatrical run. So let's look at the numbers. According to Forbes, Superman closed its domestic run on October 2nd, 2025, after 84 days in theaters. The film earned $354.2 million domestically and another $261.1 million internationally, for a worldwide total of $615.8 million, only to be promptly defeated by Demon Slayer. Sounds impressive until you factor in the cost. Forbes cites a $225 million production budget and a $125 million worldwide marketing budget. I remember, Kev, weren't they trying to claim it was like $50 million marketing or something like that?
Yeah. It was like that. No one believes that. You've been there.
Yeah, the trades were all trying to peddle that. These were figures first reported by Variety. That puts Warner Brothers' total investment at $350 million. Lammers notes that studios typically split box office receipts 50-50 with theaters, meaning that Superman's $615.8 million worldwide gross, Warner Brothers would retain about $308 million, which falls $42 million short against its total costs. And that's before any residual payments or additional expenses. Now, tax credits are the thing that people, but what about the tax credits? With the tax credits is profitable. So let's look at that. Some might argue that Superman's production budget of $225 million doesn't tell the full story, since large-scale films often benefit from tax incentives that reduce net costs. In this case, Warner Brothers filmed significant portions of Superman in Cleveland, Ohio, and Toronto, Canada, both regions known for film rebate programs. Ohio typically offers 30% in qualifying credits, while Ontario's provincial incentive adds another 20 to 25. Not every dollar on the production qualifies, but industry analysts estimate these combined incentives likely shave 10 to 15% off the total budget. So that would reduce the film's effective production cost to somewhere in the $190 to $200 million range after rebates. A meaningful savings, but not enough to change the outcome when paired with Variety's reported $125 million global marketing spend. Superman still cost Warner Bros. Roughly $320 to $325 million in total. So even using those numbers, the Forbes calculation still shows the studio taking in about $308 million from its share of ticket sales, leaving Superman at least $10 to $20 million short of breaking even in theaters. Now, that it can recoup its costs on home video. It may have done so through video on demand and whatever PVOD stuff that they were doing, but it didn't. That is not a position you want to be in with your new superhero universe, where suddenly you are behind the 8 ball and being like, we have to make up our costs in home video. Kevin, am I wrong?
No, you are not wrong. What I also find humorous about this is that this same situation is what Black Adam found itself in, and apparently that was not good enough to survive. But now we're scrambling to make sure that everything's okay.
Yeah. So this Superman face is my new favorite Superman face because it just looks like
Oh, can I say something real quick?
Of course.
So I just started punching through this. And my mother, she watched it twice. And she kept asking me the same question. What happened to the other guy? How come he isn't in it? Where's Henry? This guy's okay, but I watched this to see Henry be Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, if he was, it probably would have made $1 billion. So I sat down and started watching it.
Warner Brothers had to teach The Rock a lesson. That's what happened.
I think it was more James Gunn knew that Henry was not going to want to deliver certain things a certain kind of way. And also too, yes, Peter Safran had to get his final revenge in. As I'm watching it, I'm like, okay, thus far I'm like, this isn't bad. It's not knocking my socks off. But thus far, it does have one incredible sin. There is a very painful lack of gravitas coming from Superman.
You don't think he had like a good presence?
No, I don't think he does not give me Superman energy.
This is the part where Lauren
still kind of all shucks and folksy as Superman.
Yeah, and even your it's your Superman, brother. You've been doing this a couple of years at this point. Mm-hmm. And I'm also upset that no one told me about the mural, because we could have the mural in the Justice Gang thing, because we could have spent 4 days breaking that down. There's a lot in there. That to me, that was the most interesting thing I've seen thus far.
I don't remember a mural. What was the mural?
It's the history of heroes.
In the Hall of Justice.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot they packed into there that is, to me, more interesting for what Gunn is going to do with the universe versus what we've seen so far. But he just doesn't really give me the weight and authority that Superman should be having. And I can go even Christopher Reeve Superman was still a little shucksy sometimes, but still felt like the adult in the room. And I'm just not. It's not there for me. It's not doing it for me.
He didn't have the like I can't imagine the Justice Gang showing up and not listening to Superman when he's like, cut it out.
See, right. You already mentioned it, Marvin, but I'm going to disagree here, Kevin. But lightly, I understand that this take for Superman wasn't going to be for everyone, but I think the difference is in this movie, you're getting your introduction to him. You haven't seen a scene yet here where he's been righteously angry. And I think when you get that scene, when it comes, you'll see a different side of him. I think David Cornswet can pull this off. I loved what he did with Superman in this movie. And a lot of it was because I thought they got his character as the Boy Scout right. I loved that about him. The fact that he did the language thing one of the scenes I was most dreading in the movie was the kaiju. I thought, oh man, I'm going to hate this. But when it happened and when it showed up and he's trying to figure out how do we get this thing off the planet to some kind of a zoological space preserve so that we don't have to harm it? And Guy Gardner's standing there rolling his eyes and going, okay, we're just going to take this thing out. It's like, yes. And then in the middle of the fight, he saves a squirrel. And it's like, all right, this is what I wanted. This is what I've been lacking. And I'm so happy it's there.
But I feel like the world was too familiar with him. Like people were buddyish with him. And there needed to be a balance somewhere in between that and the godlike reverence from the Zack Snyder stuff.
I was just gonna make that point, Martin, that like in the Snyderverse, nobody was familiar enough with him. They treated him like a messianic figure instead of, the guy who just wants to help and is, he should be revered but not worshipped.
Well, the other thing I think, well, as much as people want to crap on it, I think the best thing that Joss Whedon did with his Frankensteinian monster of the Justice League, which I'm like, hold on, 90% of this is the Snyder footage. Where did all the Whedon footage go? We know we filmed a lot more, so that means there's a fifth cut of this movie floating around somewhere we're never going to see. I thought the one thing he did right was the stuff that he filmed with Cavill with the kids, because when you get to the David Ayer movie that we can't say on YouTube, the Squad.
Oh yeah,
I get it. People tend to feel differently about people when they've passed on, but the world mourning Superman that we saw in that movie was not the world we saw in Batman versus Superman.
Correct.
But when you watch the Whedon version, and it takes a little bit more of a universal approach as opposed to we're watching him in this very tight, confined series of events. But it's almost like you're watching the movie only through how Batman is seeing Superman up until he realizes he's being a D-bag. It kind of gave you the balance that the movie needed. And if Warner Brothers hadn't been so stupid and just made another Superman movie, everything probably would have been okay.
That recently came out, right? Like he wanted to make another Superman movie. They wanted to rush Batman in.
Yeah. Well, that's actually something that we had talked about. I mean, long before we did this with my WB leak. So I was like, oh wow, cool! I got actual confirmation that what she told me was the truth. Yeah. Being a personal trainer,
it's fun when that works out. But I've always said that about Batman versus Superman, though, that like the grief was not earned. Like, because throughout that entire movie, I never got the sense that the people of the world liked him all that much, or that he liked them. Whereas this Superman got the connection between him and the people better, I think. But the movie and I hate saying this, I hate admitting this, the movie that got it the best was Superman Returns.
I think that's probably right.
When he comes back and he catches that airplane and he walks out of the plane and that entire stadium erupts and that kid screams Superman, I get chills at that scene. And then they have like that entire thing about how much the people of the world love this man. And that's the closest anyone's ever gotten, is that little creep Bryan Singer.
Well, he also got to grift is the wrong word, but he had the runway of having had 4 Christopher Reeves movies where the world had grown up with and loved Superman. Even if okay.
Can I say that I never liked the Gene Hackman take on Lex?
Me neither.
But Kevin Spacey's take on it was different. It was still Gene Hackman, but he put that sinister spin on it that gave it the edge that Gene was always missing.
There was menace behind everything that he did. Like, you actually got the sense that like this was a killer.
Yep.
What's weird is I agree with you that it's not really Lex, but I still like watching Gene Hackman do it.
Yeah.
That's fair. But I thought that Kevin's performance was way better. There's that scene, I think it's at the very end, where there's the little dogs, and it's like, they're gonna be eating them. It's like, yeah, okay.
Weren't there two of them?
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, that was a rough scene. Or like when Lois is in the ship and she looks and she yeah, well, I love that scene. But I love when she looks at and she sees the wigs and there's a tension there that I don't think would have existed in those older movies. So I agree with you. But it gets look, as our friend Lou Wasserman's ghost likes to say, it gets worse because Peacemaker, despite them wanting to claim that it's doing so well, is not doing all that well with viewers. Who would have guessed that calling your fans racist, insulting Christians, and claiming that Yahtzee World is the same as our world doesn't draw people in? So September 1st to 7th, the Nielsen ratings show that it was not, Peacemaker did not even rank. And then if you go forward, the Samba TV for September 8th to 14th was not on there. And so somebody asked no Peacemaker, and Samba TV required. We took a look. Peacemaker landed at number 16 in this week's streaming top 10. Let's look at what's in the top 10. The Wrong Paris, Only Murders in the Building, K-Pop Demon Hunters, which has been on this list for months at this point.
I was just screaming yesterday. I do not want to hear anything about K-Pop Demon Hunters for the rest of my life. I hit peak saturation yesterday. I walked into the house and my mother-in-law had it on. On the TV was on like 400. I'm like, I didn't know this TV could be that loud. And I was like, I don't ever want to hear another song from this movie again. I'm done. Stop it.
Every morning on the drive, my 6-year-old, can we listen to Golden? How about tomorrow?
Sounds like my wife with the Wicked soundtrack. I know now I'm going to have to go to this Amazon Prime early double feature screening of Wicked because I told her about it and her face lit up. So Beauty in Black Season 2, Unknown Number, The High School Catfish, The Terminal List, The Dark Wolf Season 1, The Summer Turned Pretty Season 3, aka Charlie Sheen Season 1 and Task Season 1. Over here on Nielsen, it was The Paper, which I am enjoying. It's no The Office, but it's fine. Alien Earth, which I heard people don't like. NCIS, Tony and Ziva, The Great British Baking Show, Miss Rachel, Katrina Come Hell or High Water, The Terminal List, Dark Wolf, The Summer I Turned Pretty, My Life with the Walter Boys, and Wednesday. So
nice.
I've watched one thing on that entire list ever.
Which one? I'm going to say Great British Baking Show, right?
Great British Baking, yeah.
I couldn't watch the show after Mary Berry left.
My wife is always angry when they don't cut people who should go because they need a person of whatever demographic or psychographic that person represents.
Yes.
Although I do love Noel Fielding, though. I don't know if he's still on it because I haven't watched it in a while. But
was he that guy that was on Doctor Who with Peter Capaldi?
I can't answer
bald
that.
guy with the glasses.
No, it's the other guy.
He's the goth guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like British fancy goth.
Yeah. He always makes me laugh.
He's hilarious.
So yeah, guys, things not going well for James Gunn. Now, Peacemaker actually ends tonight. Hallelujah. So I only have to sit through one more episode of this show, and then I can write my, my review with it. I think this Yahtzee world is not that much different than our world. I'm like, shut up. Shut up. Your mother was one of the highest ranking members of government, and you were given a job that you were not qualified for due to nepotism. Shut up.
Oh, and
she was also a snowblower.
Kevin, you've infested my brain because when Marv just said hallelujah, I just heard Vince McMahon shouting hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And amen.
He loves that clip.
Was that the one where they were in the church?
That was when they were in the crowd, I think.
They were in the crowd, yeah.
Yeah.
The one where they're in the church when it was going into the Vince and Shane versus Sean and God match.
So there was this ridiculous point in time where Vince McMahon was feuding with Shawn Michaels, who was born again, so he changed his life. But I think Sean was hurt, so they had to buy a little time. So the Vince decided that he was going to feud with God himself.
Yes, and beat him.
And he beat him. But the payoff is that when Vince starts celebrating about how he beat God, a series of unfortunate events befalls him, and he gets crushed in this massive calamity. And everybody understands that you don't get to F with God without consequences.
What an odd place to learn that life lesson.
I know, right? Vince McMahon of all people.
I was like, Martin's going to be like,
But yeah, like
comes from the Gospel of McMahon.
And this from this guy who had Stacy Keibler dancing on his desk.
Yes,
on primetime TV.
Yes, a letter.
Complicated guy.
A letter from McMahon to the Stooges.
An epistle. We in this context we call that an epistle.
Yes. Oh, Lorne. I got it. All right. Let's get, you know what? I realized when Martin came in, I completely forgot to ask everybody else what they were watching. So let's get to some super chats and then we'll get back into our what were we watching segment. Let's see here.
Martin's arrival was so exciting. It threw everything off of his
I know.
axis.
Well, it like snapped me
It was
back to
like,
reality.
I was just impressed with my witch powers making it happen, honestly.
Yeah. Maddie for $1.99 says Trish gets to watch Tulsa King. I actually think you'd like it.
I mean, maybe. You know, it's Kevin understands. I'm just very weird with watching shows lately. Like, even I'm on season 3 of The Traitors, and I just like haven't watched it in days. It's just one of those things with me. I'm like,
LK for $5 says we need to bring back fun and lighthearted sci-fi action. Eureka, Warehouse 13, The Librarians, Burn Notice, etc. That is what's missing. Denisha Lane, member for 13 months, says, hey, Marvin, you're the best. 13 months. Hey, Kevin. Good to see you, Denisha. You are the best. Yeah. Thank you for 13 months of membership. I appreciate it. Tennille the 10th, formerly Tennille89 for $5, says, don't be weird, you say, tarnation. Here I was prepared with a treatise on the topic of boobs. I am disappointed.
Plumpies.
Oh, what a super chat that was. William Thompson for 20 says, oh my God, Lauren Connor, no, you didn't. That's a bridge too far. My honor is wounded. I demand satisfaction. The gauntlet is thrown down. My name is William Thompson. You hurt my feelings. Prepare to be offended. Man, Lauren,
I'm
you really
wounded.
Like the play on the Princess Bride there.
So, did I tell you guys my plan for when I officiate my friend's wedding coming up?
Or are you doing the?
I cleared this with her that I'm gonna do it. I'm getting ordained. She got ordained to do mine. Now I'm being ordained to do hers. So
I'm currently ordained. If anybody requires my services,
you can just get a notary certificate.
So I'm gonna do the speech from the Princess Bride, but without the speech impediment.
See if anyone notices.
Just see if anyone notices. And at the end, I'm literally going to stop and be like, does everyone get that I just did the Princess Bride?
If you have to say, did anyone get that I just did the Princess Bride, don't do that part. Let the ones who get it, and the ones who don't.
I would like to do the Spaceballs one and just have someone do a series of interruptions so that I can finally freak out and go, all right, it's the short version.
Tennille the 10th, formerly Tennille89 for $2, says a treatise, pardon the typos, dental trip recovery. Oh, well, hope you feel better, Tennille.
Yeah.
Regina Sharp for $10. I have a recurring nightmare. Either Marvel or DC hire nothing but comic book geeks to make their movies. The world is then consumed in the resulting nuclear exchange. If only. Brian Damon for $5 is in a Superman movie. Who got the holy blank moment? Not Superman. I was Mr. Terrific, I believe, got that holy blank moment, right?
Yeah, he was pretty intense.
He was awesome.
Well, I mean, that's his point.
Terrific.
Yeah.
That's his point, though. It wasn't Superman.
Yep. William Thompson for $20 says K-pop Demon Hunters, K-pop Demon Hunters, K-pop Demon Hunters, just because you denigrated a good Superman movie, Kevin. Oh, he went Beetlejuice on you.
That's a great level of petty, William. I like it.
Yeah, I like that too.
I did
excellent use of super chat.
I didn't say the movie was bad. I'm right in the middle on it right now. I'm just right in the middle.
You've been taking forever to do it, so it can't be that great.
Oh my gosh. Regina Sharp for $5 says a Martin Stone run-in is always unforgettable. 5 stars, would enjoy again. Thank you guys for super chats. As we continue to talk, we will be taking super chats in, so keep them coming, and we'll put them out there. But guys, Nolan, we had asked you what you were watching. We'd asked Kevin. Lauren, what have you been watching this week?
Well, I told you that I'd watch Vertigo, but I don't have really a thing to watch story. Can I share something cool with you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Would you like to see my latest acquisition?
Sure.
Yes.
That's the thing you told me about.
Nice.
Is that a loaf of bread?
Is that bread?
I was just going to say, someone who doesn't know what it looks like. Doesn't know what it is. It looks like bread. I know it's not bread, but
it's a Sankara stone.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Did you hear the absolute disappointment in his voice?
I'll just
go. Well, in my defense, my screen was freezing, so I had trouble seeing it, but I quickly realized what it was.
Lauren doesn't expect me to know.
It's not that cool.
Wait, did you not hear when I asked if you ripped somebody's heart out to get it?
No, I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I know what it
Regina
is
Sharp
now,
says they belong in a museum.
Lauren, did you see my my tweet to you?
Which one?
About your newest procurement?
I don't think I did. Did I miss one from you?
Yeah,
Mike Glass said Temple of Doom, people.
I've seen that.
When you put a picture of it up, you told us where it came from.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I did. It came from Pennsylvania, of all places, which was very strange. But it's great work. I think I got this off of Etsy. If you guys are curious, there's a lot of guys that do great prop work off of there. It's made by a shop called Landon Artifacts. Took about 4 to 6 weeks for it to get here, but it's a fantastic piece. So if you guys are interested in that kind of thing, that's where I got it.
I got something off Etsy one time. The only thing I've ever gotten off there, I got a version of the Dark One dagger from Once Upon a Time with Marvin Montanaro written on the blade.
Nice. Yeah. I just tweeted you. You betrayed William Penn.
And I think who was it? Somebody else had. I think it was Duck Vader had commented. I
love Duck Vader.
Yeah, he commented. Now you understand the power of the stone, and so I got the magic of the rock. He said, and I did the animated GIF with Indy saying, "Yes, I understand its power now." So it's fun. I was just. This is one that I've been wanting to get for a long time. I've still got a couple other pieces I need to get to round out the collection, but this was a fun one for me.
That's
so
great. That is great. Do you have the Holy Grail?
I don't have the Grail yet. I do have the Crystal Skull. I've got the Golden Fertility Idol from the start of Raiders. I've got some great circle props.
Dog you.
What's that?
Said you dog you.
Oh yeah. So, there's lots of.
My glasses. Unfortunately, Lauren put it next to the Crystal Skull.
I'm telling you, that Crystal Skull is gorgeous. I am not going to take you people disparaging that movie. I understand
a
lot of people don't like it, but it's a better movie than it gets credit for.
I say
agreed.
We talked about it. I watched it very recently, just before we did our reading. I'm like, you know what? I am okay with still being in the camp of I really enjoyed this movie, and I especially love the ending.
Regina Sharp for 5 says, with my bona fides established now, why do you have an Indian beer bong, Lauren? Oh, my own. So Martin Stone, what are you watching? Still making your way through Doctor Who?
No, I got to the end of Classic Who, watched the 90s movie, and stepped away for a little while. I'll get back to Modern Who, or New Who.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yep. One step out of the TARDIS in the United States and he gets shot.
Well, remember, he had been to the United States before when they went to the Old West and there were those awful British American accents.
Well, it's good because every British person trying to sound like an American tries to do a cowboy accent.
Mm-hmm.
So that works.
Can I? 40's Mandalorian has made a comment that says he has a theory that the Sankara stones are actually the stones the Hebrews took from the Jordan River when they passed into the Promised Land. Interesting theory, but if you don't know, Temple of Doom is technically a sequel to Gunga Din, which is where the Thuggee cult and the search for the stones is actually first implemented, and they reference it in Temple of Doom when they say how the British had originally routed them out in that prior film. So if you ever want to see a technical prequel to Temple of Doom, watch Gunga Din.
Huh. I didn't know
Nice.
those were connected.
Yep, absolutely.
The only version of Gunga Din I've ever encountered is Tony Soprano's mother. Tony Soprano's mother going, "It's like I'm living in Gunga Din."
You know, the Rat Pack made a Gunga Din adaptation called Sergeants 3.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that. I haven't seen it, but I love it. Gunga Din it came out in 1939. We watched it on the Genre Guys, but it's actually a really great movie, and a lot of the effects and stuff still hold up. So I heartily recommend it.
Oh my goodness! Speaking of the rat, I love to watch Family Guy, like, you know, just random clips sometimes when I'm like between articles and something to wind down. And one of my favorites is the Rat Pack's Most Offensive Songs. Have you ever seen that one? nothing that we can repeat here, but it's so good. Well, the one we can repeat is but you stinky Frenchmen haven't a clue. Pew stinky Frenchmen, frog you.
Wow.
My favorite is when Dean Martin goes, "You're gay and I don't approve."
Although, in real life, Frank Sinatra did do an anti-racism PSA.
He really?
Yeah. He walks out from the backstage area, and there's two kids there, and they're not being kind, and he gives them the old "don't talk like that" lecture.
And then Sammy Davis Jr. walked in and was like, "I finished washing your car, boss."
Hey, Frank, they won't let me through the front door. Jump in the trunk, Sammy. We'll handle it.
But is it as good as Mr. T doing the "Don't Insult Your Mother"?
Treat your mama right. Treat her right.
Treat her right. Treat your mother right.
Treat her right.
My favorite line from the Mr. T PSAs was, "Hey, everybody gotta wear clothes. And if you don't, you can get arrested. Eat all your greens now." William Thompson for 20 says, "Good night, everyone. I must go because my signal is about to go. Trish, Supernatural is great. Firefly is average. And Kevin, I sent a virus that loops Soda Pop and Golden endlessly. And Marvin, you are now my favorite YouTuber." Victory.
Good night.
Thank you, William Thompson, for all the generosity tonight. We really appreciate you, man.
Still doesn't stop it.
At last, victory.
Victory. Trish, what have you been watching this week?
Just more of those hairdresser videos, honestly. Was it last week where I had like 3 things to say, and this week I'm like, I don't really have anything. We're back to
you've fallen down a rabbit hole with those hairdresser videos.
I love them. I just love them. Today it was watching people just wreck their hair with thinning shears. Just animals worth of hair that they don't mean to take off their head. Yeah. This is stuff only hair interested women probably will watch, but
Culture Casino would probably enjoy it.
It's funny. I just sit like this because you see them start to do something and you're like, no, and they do it anyway.
So your life is very much revolves around hair metal, hair videos.
Yeah, right. I am getting a haircut soon too.
Harry
So
Sally.
I have that. I've seen that one time.
Just hair everywhere.
Harry Met Sally. But yeah. What's about
very
it,
good. Very good, Trish. So for me, we've been watching so much stuff lately. So my wife and I, we finished Stranger Things, and then we were trying to figure out what new. So we started Yellowstone, which, I mean, I love Yellowstone. I don't remember much of it. I didn't get that far into it. So we started watching it again. Nobody introduces characters better than Taylor Sheridan. Like, when a character first pops up, like Beth Dutton pops up in that first episode of Yellowstone, and you know everything about this woman. Like, you know exactly what she's all about, and that every word out of her mouth is nuclear apocalyptic to somebody that she is destroying. Or like the T-1000, the gentleman who played the T-1000 is in. He's the villain in Tulsa King this season. Yes, thank you. I just always call him the T-1000. And he's phenomenal in the show, but the scene where they introduce him, you get unsettled by how like evil and menacing he is. Which it's weird because like Frank Grillo and the T-1000 are both in Tulsa King and both in Peacemaker. So it's like strange watching both shows, especially because one is so good and one is so bad.
Frank Grillo is the man, and he used to work out at my gym.
Oh, that's awesome. He really is the man. What else have I? So then we got back into Once Upon a Time. My wife and I, we had stopped in the Wicked Witch of the West season, and we picked it back up, and now we're in the Frozen season. I hate the Wicked Witch of the West season. I actually like the Frozen season. I like that they actually attempted to tell the Snow Queen story, which the movie never did. So, you know, I give them props for that. Once Upon a Time, man, that show is so weird because the first 2 seasons are so good, and then it just progressively just goes downhill until it's unwatchable. I have never finished the series because I always get to the same point, and then I'm just like, I'm done with this. I'm not watching anymore.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I started out with it and Grimm at the same time, and just watched Grimm.
Yeah. Hey, I get into the Underworld season, and I get to that Hercules episode, and Hercules is like a skinny twig, and I'm like, I'm done with this every single time.
This is fascinating and everything, but Supernatural. What have you watched?
Hold on. Regina Sharp for $5 is off topic, most likely. But Marvin, have you ever seen the Pirate movie? No, I have not. What is the Pirate movie?
Christy McNichol plays a American living in Australia who falls asleep on a beach after she gets washed away in a storm, and then dreams of the Pirates of Penzance.
Oh, okay.
No, don't get excited.
Okay. I will temper my expectations then. All right. So the thing the big thing that we have to talk about that I watched this week, obviously. Yes. Tonight my wife and I watched Dancing with the Stars for the first time.
Stop it. What is Supernatural? I don't have time for this.
What was that?
I've been very patient.
So Topanga from Boy Meets World. Topanga from Boy Meets World is in Dancing with the Stars. I have never watched a second of this show before. And I'm like, I got to support my ride or die. And so we just started watching. We watched the first episode of the season this week. She's really good, despite not being a dancer. But so many of these people that are in there, and they're like, you know, they're from like a reality show where they're an influencer. They're like, well, I started out as a dancer. And I'm like, then you shouldn't be on this show. You're already a dancer. But Andy Richter is really funny with how bad he is. Same with Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman can't dance or crap. But yeah, that's about it.
I'm gonna leave, so you might want to talk about it.
Yes, I did watch more Supernatural.
Okay, how far did we get? We left off at Race This Truck.
Right. We just finished the episode with the telekinetic guy that was also in Freddy vs. Jason.
That's the way he describes it to me. Nightmare was the other kid.
Yeah, the other one who his mom died in the same way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So my question here. So Sam has telekinesis. You should have led with this. If you would tell me one of the characters was a Jedi.
Reveal. It's a reveal. You don't lead with that.
If you had told me one of them was a Jedi, I would have watched this a lot sooner.
No. You let it be revealed as you watch the show. That's like
is this a thing that continues throughout the show, or is this like does he lose these
throughout
powers?
The show? You watched one more episode. You made it sound like you watched 15 more episodes of this show.
To be
You watched
fair, it took
one
me
more
2
episode.
sittings to watch the one episode. So
Oh my god, he's such an exaggerator. Yeah, no, you don't reveal that, and not really. Like, Martin can probably help. It's not so much the telekinesis part. It's like,
there's more you find out about why he has those powers and his brother doesn't.
yeah.
So I will say this episode finally hooked me.
Apparently not. Could you stop?
No,
it?
because I had to go to sleep.
You
I
gotta
do
start
have to
watching
sleep
this
occasionally.
earlier than before bed. That's the next.
I
that's the next step I'm gonna
I
work.
work literally all day, and then my wife comes home and we watch TV, and then sometimes I do these shows, and then I have, and then I have to prep articles for the next day.
She should watch it with you. Mrs. Movie Monster should watch it with you.
Oh well, maybe she was playing your Coral Island today.
I played that yesterday.
Yeah,
I mean Carl Island.
Yeah,
Listen,
Coral
I'm
Island.
getting better at saying it. Coral Island. Coral. Getting there.
Coral.
Coral.
Bookstore Thor, aka Trevor Denning from That Park Place, says SPN gets so much better after Racist Truck.
What are you talking about? Racist Truck is like the crown
That is
jewel. Just
it.
ask me and Kevin.
that is peak. That is peak television right there.
Dean! Just standing there as the headlights come at her. What an idiot. Oh, that episode's so bad. So bad.
But I was glad that this episode I just watched kind of threw a rock into the pond a little bit, because I was almost at the point where I was like, I could do a reenactment of every episode of this show so far,
What
with
are you
it being
talking about?
inciting murder event. Then we cut to the boys. Hey, there's this thing in this town. We should go. Dean, we got to find Dad. We got to keep doing what Dad wants us to do. And
He's
then
halfway through season 1. He's already like, yeah. It's like
continue with each beat thereafter. It was every episode that I had watched up to that point.
Halfway
just
through season
followed
1.
the pattern.
Halfway through.
Racist Truck is like a rejected episode of the real Ghostbusters.
Yes,
I was thinking, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
It is
Oh,
like,
it
Are You
is
Afraid of the Dark?
definitely an Are You Afraid of the Dark episode. Yeah.
Oh,
Submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society.
you were too
Tale of the
scared to
Racist
watch
Truck.
that, Marv. I didn't forget.
I was way too scared to watch Are You Afraid of the Dark.
Maybe that's explaining what's taken Supernatural so long.
Some of the episodes are a little creepy.
I'm scared. I'm gonna toughen
then
you
you-
up.
I'll watch more. Well, I gotta watch Peacemaker tonight, but maybe I'll watch a little bit more.
Okay. Well,
Trust me, I would rather watch Supernatural. I don't want to watch Peacemaker, but I probably have to review it tomorrow for the.
It's
for
the last
site,
one?
so. It is the last one.
Okay, well then just tell yourself that. So this is it, and then it's done for now. Anyway, I guess I don't know if it got canceled or renewed, but
Ooh, LK has a good one. Goosebumps or Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Now, are we talking about Goosebumps the show or Goosebumps the books?
I'm presuming the shows, because there was no Are You Afraid of the Dark book series that.
Well, is it
came
would
out.
you rather watch an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark, or would you rather read a Goosebumps book?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say LK meant show against show.
Yeah, but I'm altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it further.
But
That's
I
not-
thought LK was asking, is Racist Truck more of a Goosebumps episode or an Are You Afraid of the Dark episode?
Okay,
More of an Are You
we
Afraid of the
need
Dark
Need
episode.
elaboration.
I would say that is more of a Goosebumps thing.
Really?
LK says the shows.
Okay, well, the shows I would probably pick Are You Afraid of the Dark, but
Probably.
I don't know. I might rather read a Goosebumps book. Some of those Goosebumps books were really scary.
I wonder what the
At least as a
chat
kid.
thinks. The ones I'm seeing say Are You Afraid of the Dark is better than
Mm-hmm.
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps had a better theme song. Dun, 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 dun.
My wife and oldest son are watching through Are You Afraid of the Dark now.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Get to the
Zebo.
phone. Did they get to the phone police yet?
Yes, yeah.
Kevin, were you there for that when he's like the scariest episode and he just starts describing like phone police? I'm like, this is so dreadfully unscary sounding to me. Like,
No,
Are You
I-
Afraid of the Dark has had such scarier concepts than that.
No, I didn't say it was the scariest episode. I said it wasn't. I said I was scared of everything as a kid, so that episode even scared me.
He said it was the scariest episode. He said he was still scared of it, is what he said.
And it was a warning about the future state of the UK.
Yes.
I love how he just let me say that. I was trying to rile him up. He's just like, I'm not even gonna go there. Dark had the best ending theme. That's a good point, Liquid Fox.
Yasha Pendragon says, "Are you afraid of the dark?" was on Snick after Ren and Stimpy. I just love a good Snick reference.
Big orange couch. Come on.
Big orange couch. Who could, the Secret World of Alex Mack, all that back when it was, I love that stuff.
Did anybody ever watch The Roundhouse? I don't remember anybody watching it.
I watched that. I could probably still sing the theme song. That was a strange. Almost spit out my cough drop. That was a strange show.
Yeah.
William Schweigert says Marvin DS9 premiered on January 3rd, 1993. B5 premiered on February 1993, with the series starting in January 1994. If DS9 came before B5, how was DS9 a ripoff of B5? Well, that would be because, William, I was telling a joke to make to annoy my friend.
Here, I will break this down for you because there is a valid reasons why this beef exists. So when Paramount decided they wanted to make a Star Trek spinoff, they didn't quite know where to go. And then they had initially pitched the show to another network, and then all of a sudden they were like, I guess there were rumors that they were going to make some changes going away from syndication. And then Michael J. Straczynski had pitched an idea for Star Trek, and they shot it down horribly. And then a little bit time later goes on, and then the rumors of a show on a space station start popping up. And we don't quite know what the timing is exactly, but shortly after rumors of a show on a space station popped up, Paramount announced that the next Star Trek show was going to be taking place on a space station. and then it became the race to get your show out first.
So were the shows very similar in like tone?
I think that it was probably like a linear thinking thing and not so much someone ripped someone else off. But the appearance of it made, like, if you were a Babylon 5 fan,
which I am,
your feeling was that DS9 ripped you off. If you're a Star Trek fan, the feeling was that Babylon 5 just wanted to be Star Trek and it couldn't be.
Right.
The rivalry got so heated that Mel Barrett, to make peace, decided that she was going to be on Babylon 5 and serve as an ambassador to heal the world, which then opened up the door for Walter Koenig's masterful performance.
Walter Koenig is in Babylon 5 for every single season. I think Bester first shows up. Yeah, because the first Psychor episode is in season 1 because Jeffrey Sinclair is there. And he is so good in that show.
There's
so
even some Bester novels.
Oh, they're very good. My favorite novels for Babylon 5 though were the Techno Mage trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Those were fantastic because they really deepened the lore of the Shadows.
Crusade is an underrated show. That spinoff where the Techno Mage was a main character.
Yeah, Galen, he's the main character in the books. I actually never got to watch Crusade. It was like gone before I knew it existed.
Yeah.
But yeah, she worked for years to make peace. Paramount would not allow her to show up on the show, and then they finally gave her their blessing. And I think somehow through that, she was able to finagle them producing all those other Roddenberry shows like Earth Final Conflict and eventually Andromeda.
Oh, so some bad did come from it.
I will say
is Andromeda the bad?
I did not like Earth Final Conflict.
I liked the first 2 seasons of Earth Final Conflict, and then it just went off the rails.
Lauren, did you say you never watched Babylon 5?
No, I never have.
Oh, this might be the no, because season 1 is not great. So
yeah, season 1's a little rough.
It was season. Whenever I have someone watch season 1, I give them like, these are the episodes you need to watch.
Yeah, you got to give them the season 1 of TNG speech.
Yeah,
it's not till Tron shows up that the show really hits its stride.
Yes, once season 2 hits and John Sheridan becomes the new main character, and the show takes off right from there. When Delenn comes out with the hair as the human Minbari hybrid, I mean, the show is just so rich with lore. And I know we've said it on the show before, but Londo Mollari might be the single greatest character progression I've ever seen in any TV show ever.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And I love the story of the Shadows and the Vorlons. So it's I think it's just a phenomenal show. I actually was watching a little bit of it recently. I know it's gonna piss Trish off, but I did watch a few episodes recently when I was like feeling nostalgic for it.
I only have time for one episode at night. Oh my god, all the stuff I want to work, and then he watches episode. Out of here.
I'm just saying, you gotta be in the right mood.
Crocodiles here. Crocodiles. Good right mood for
Speaking
what?
of crocodiles, Trish, Steve Irwin's son Robert is on Dancing with the Stars this season, and he's actually very good.
I can't convey to you enough how much I could not care less about that.
He's also a 13 to 26-year-old girl thirst trap.
Yes, he is.
Oh, really? Have you seen some of those thirst trap videos young guys will post on places like TikTok, and they're just like, you just look at it and you're like, one day, son, you will be so mortified you posted this on the internet. And one had like hair in his face. He's like, here's the laugh I make that my girl finds so cute. And I'm not kidding, he sounded like Butthead. He's like,
I would say
I was just like, wow.
You have brought dishonor to your house.
It's just so embarrassing, and he was getting roasted in the comments. I'm like, see, you'll learn.
You're not
Robert Irwin though has his father's exact face. Like he looks
he took
so
it
much
off.
like his dad.
His exact face. He just
like Nicolas Cage.
Yep, face off.
This is the second time it's come up this week.
God, I love that movie. Wild Man of Yavin for $5. It's $5 for Marvin's new hat. Don't question it, just go with it. Oh, hi, Apollo. Oh, hi, Lauren. Oh, dang, Martin, Trish, and Nolan. Dang, there's a panel here.
Right.
And he followed that up by saying, and yeah, I'm tipsy. Apologies. I'll go back to my corner now and be quiet. Don't you dare.
I just read it like, what's his face? Oh, hi, Mark. That's how I read it.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Tell me why
He also
that was his
said
name.
Nolan is totally not paying attention and focusing somewhere else.
I did not.
His laugh is like, yes.
Hey, I might have been making the Xbox logo on fire for Saturday, okay? Might have been doing that.
He's doing work for another show during this one, guys. Think about
Do we get in trouble if we actually drink on camera?
No.
I'll be back in a minute.
Don't taste this peach. I could eat a peach for hours. Now we're gonna find out what's in Papa's bag. Peaches.
All right, people. Someone needs to do a Mario Luigi Sora face off video.
Oh my gosh.
And specifically do the eat a peach for hours part.
You know what? Oh my gosh, yes. But I think that they have now put guardrails on Sora because every movie studio flipped out that everyone was making these AI videos and actually having fun.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes.
Just because I know. Sorry, I was going to say, just because I know it's going to tick off Mike Glass.
Oh, you have a crystal skull glass.
Ooh.
Will you be drinking Crystal Head vodka out of your Crystal Skull glass?
Nah, it's Fireball.
Drink liquid death.
The only time I ever drank on stream was that one AEW pay-per-view where we ended up having to do the stream and it was taking forever and I just started doing whiskey shots and then the stream got very real very fast.
Thanks, Tony Khan.
Normally I'd have tequila, but I'm out, so here's to you, Wild Man of Yavin.
Nostrovia.
Proshnost.
Interesting that I wouldn't have pegged him for tequila. No, just didn't strike me as a tequila kind of guy.
Oh yeah, I love a good margarita.
I like a margarita.
I was just picturing you just like tequila, no mixed drink, just knocking back shots of tequila.
I would do that in the past too, but now that I'm getting older, it gives me incredible heartburn. So
tell me about it. I feel that.
And I think
I took one shot of tequila ever in my life, and I did not enjoy it. That was the first and last time I ever took a shot of tequila.
I did a shot.
Well, see,
the one time that I
thing
didn't
is-
feel it. God, Lauren.
The thing is, you have to take more than one shot. If you take 2 shots, then it gets a little bit better. And then by the 3rd shot, you're having a good time.
Like the one time I did tequila shots was at I was at this tequila bar in Epcot, and my friend there were like various steps that one had to do in order to take the shot. You had to like lick the salt, and then you had to take the shot, and then you had to do a shot of salsa afterward. And I was just like, this seems like a lot of work. But what do I know?
Hey, going back to Face Off, since that movie was originally supposed to be Schwarzenegger and Stallone, and I think we can all assume that Schwarzenegger was supposed to take the Cage part, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So can you hear Schwarzenegger say the peach line?
I could do the peach for hours.
So it doesn't hit the same.
Yeah. By the way, I just got a text from Pro that he is seeing Tron currently. In a completely empty theater. So I you know what? I was not gonna see this movie. Now I feel like I have to see it.
Like driving past a train wreck?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I might have to see, because I have heard, like, I saw the general consensus online has been, this movie is so bad, I can't wait for AI to kill Hollywood. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like a Jared Leto
Morbius
movie.
bad.
This really disappointed me because I was really hoping this was going to be a good movie, and everything that I've heard about it is that no, it is definitely not. So, although I hear the soundtrack's good,
wrong with modern Hollywood, like everything down to like the girl boss and just the hacky dialogue. It is the definition of bad.
I did hear the soundtrack is good, and supposedly the visual effects are good, but if you're going for a story, nope.
Yeah, the soundtrack might be good. I heard that a band I used to follow, Gunship, I think they did some music for it, so it probably has a lot of synthesizer type music in it, so that'll probably at least be fun. But
Tron?
the film itself,
yeah.
9 Inch Nails.
Yeah, they've been billing it as 9 Inch Nails.
Okay, I might bet a few bands, or maybe I'm wrong.
BR Geist is right here. Once Upon a Time's Frozen arc was legitimately a far better Frozen sequel than Frozen 2, which is correct. It was. Because they actually tell the Snow Queen story, but I digress. Yeah, I'm so curious now. I really might have to see it. You know what I watched recently? Just this week. Sorry, Trish. Karate Kid Legends.
Oh, how was that?
How was it?
I almost
it is
watched...
the weirdest movie I have ever seen.
No, it's not.
It's because it's not bad, but like it's like it was a fun way to spend 90 minutes. But like of this 90 minutes, Daniel LaRusso does not show up until like 45 or 50 minutes into the movie.
Oh wow.
It is very Go ahead.
No, finish.
It is very clearly meant to be a sequel to the Jackie Chan Karate Kid. And Sony was like, Cobra Kai is the biggest thing going right now. We got to put Ralph Macchio into this movie. I will say they do a very good job of editing very well so that Daniel LaRusso does not look like he is being completely shown up by Jackie Chan. Because anytime they do martial arts next to each other, it's they even make it the point that like Miyagi-Do is like way more like to the point and simplistic, whereas everything Jackie Chan does is insanely complicated.
Well, that makes sense.
I like the kid that plays like the main kid in it. He's a phenomenal martial artist. It does my favorite Karate Kid thing where these 15-year-olds are hitting kill shots on each other in a tournament. But it's like a completely different movie until Jackie Chan shows up, because like there's this whole subplot where they're trying to save this pizza place, and the kid is training the owner of the pizza place, who's a boxer, to get back in the ring, and then he loses, and then the kid decides to win the karate tournament because of it, and then Jackie Chan shows up, and then he realizes that he needs more than just kung fu, so he goes to get Daniel. But then they threw in a scene at the end, a post-credit scene, where they bring in Johnny Lawrence because they had to connect it to Cobra Kai in some way. And it's a sin that it wasn't connected to Cobra Kai. Like there was not one line about how like, oh, you know, Sam and Miguel and Robbie are all off at college or something like that. There was none of that. So am I the only one that saw it?
I haven't seen it yet. No,
it's on Netflix.
I was interested in seeing it, but you forbid me from seeing it because I hadn't seen Cobra Kai yet.
You can watch it without watching Cobra Kai, but it has nothing to do with Cobra Kai. Legitimately nothing to do with Cobra Kai.
That's disappointing. And
I will say, I think Cobra Kai is the best series that I have watched in a very long, like I can't name a better show in the last 10 years than Cobra Kai. It was perfection. Lauren?
Yeah, I'd have to agree. It's the last. Now, I think the series is over now. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I did not see the last season yet, so I'm still behind. But I saw everything up to that, and it is like you were saying the other night. The great thing about it is that the concept is completely ridiculous. The idea that Kreese at this point is still this heavily invested about what was happening in a high school karate tournament 30 years after the fact is absolute ridiculousness. But it's fun, and they don't shy away from it. It's like, as you said, his wife is constantly going, "What are all of you idiots doing?" And it's like,
Daniel, the man sent a teenage karate gang into our house to murder our daughter. You're not settling this at a karate tournament. We have to go to the police. He's like, no, we can settle it at the All Valley.
But that's what I love about it, is that the show is self-aware enough to know it's like we can't gloss over this like we did 40 years ago, but we can have fun with it. And that's what they do. And it's a great show, and I love the fact that this thing got off the ground. I was terrified when YouTube Red went away because I was afraid that we were never going to get to see the conclusion of the series.
Agreed.
I'm very happy that Netflix picked it up and continued it.
Yeah, and with Netflix, it got a much larger budget too. Sorry, Martin, go ahead.
Have any of you gone back and watched Karate Kid 3?
Yes.
Yeah, that is an insane movie.
Ridiculous.
It
Captain of Industry just gives everything
tormenting a 15-year-old for an entire summer,
like and for just to do a solid for a war buddy.
Well, and that's also, what they do with Mike Barnes when they introduce him in Cobra Kai is the same kind of thing, where you're playing with the ridiculousness of this, but also acknowledging that he's far moved on from this.
Yes. And then they come into his life and burn his store down. I mean, they actually, the thing I love about in Cobra Kai though is they actually go back and they give you the backstory to Kreese and Terry Silver. And I'm like, look, if somebody did for me what John Kreese did for Terry Silver in Vietnam, I would torment a teenager for an entire summer for them too. But I do like when Terry Silver shows up and he blames it on the cocaine.
Yeah, it goes a long way actually to fixing Karate Kid 3, because that movie is absolutely completely insane. But at least now you've got some context.
You know, the way Terry Silver has business meetings while he sits in a giant sink is
yes. I love John Kreese never wins a fight. Everyone whoops him every time they fight him in this show and in the movie, because he only ever fights Miyagi, and nobody was getting any heat on Mr. Miyagi. So, yeah, when they do that, they like just dropping racial slurs in Karate Kid 3 at him like it's nobody's business. You know what they did, Lauren and Martin, I don't know if you guys, when they did the young Miyagi dream with Daniel in the last season, I was like, oh, give me this as a series. Give me like young Miyagi, like in the Sekai Taikai and coming to America after the war and stuff like that.
Well, I think there is a danger of too much of a good thing. I think that it's good that we've gotten what we've gotten. Don't try and overplay the hand. And I think that if they're going to end it now is probably the right time to do it, because they haven't screwed up, and that's kind of a miracle.
So you're saying they've got to know when to fold them.
Exactly.
I think they can go back for season 7, and then Terry Silver shows up and he's like, guess what, Danny boy? That boat explosion cured my cancer. It is
like
when John Kreese Hannibal Lecter's his way out of jail at the end of season 5. I was like, what is happening?
I thought Nolan never saw this, and you're just spoiler bombing away.
That's Nolan's fault at this point. We told him months ago to watch this show. Oh my goodness. It is just so, the way it has the greatest final season also of any show. Like it overtook Breaking Bad for like my favorite final season of a show ever. Because everything just comes so full circle. I digress. I could the one my wife asked me when the list of celebrity narrators for the Epcot Candlelight Processional came out. She was like, "Do you want to go see any of these?" And I was like, I just took one look. I'm like, Ralph Macchio. Oh, Nolan's got his new hat on.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
The chat demanded it.
Did the chat demand it, or did Mike Glass just demand it?
No, Liquid Fox wanted it too.
Oh, okay. He's about to say I didn't see anybody else, but now he's gonna Liquid Fox. But, yeah, I got to go see Ralph because it's like what if you go to church, but like the priest is Daniel LaRusso, and I was like, that's an elevator pitch that gets me.
I swear that is the thing that you said right before I left for 5 minutes, and I came back and you're saying it again. Am I nuts? Did he say this before?
No.
About Daniel LaRusso being. This is so weirdly familiar to me.
Oh, no, we're still talking about the Karate Kid, so.
He said it when he originally explained his love of Cobra Kai and the Disney thing.
I was just like, I know I'm not completely, maybe slightly losing it, but I'm not completely losing it.
Sometimes I don't remember the things that I say on older episodes of the show, but I also have this like Stan Lee mentality of like every episode of Tooney Talk TV is someone's first episode.
But I want to go back. Ralph Macchio as the priest. Have you seen Crossroads? Where
I have not.
The Britney Spears movie?
Oh,
no.
This is one that has some of the worst fake guitar playing I've ever seen in the movie.
I saw that movie on HBO when I was 12. I was like, oh, is this Karate Kid? Oh, no, they're playing the blues. Ooh, he is not doing a good job of faking playing that guitar at all.
Not at all. Not even close.
You take the legend of Robert Johnson, which, by the way, he hated that legend because he worked so hard to become a great guitar player. And you cast somebody who has played guitar even less than they did martial arts.
So little soul, too. It's like this.
Let's see. We got a couple more super chats here. Regina Sharp for 5 says, so the studios were Sora at Sora. I'll just show myself out. I think that would be best. The Wild Man of Yavin for $2 says a good old fashioned is where it's at. So all bee booty bees and bacon with big bees for $2 says I watched the new Ed Gein TV show. It was effing weird.
There's a new Ed Gein TV show?
Yeah, it's on
or
Netflix.
Is this like is it really?
Is it a TV show or is it a movie?
He's hosting a game show.
Is that
it like
Bruce
a
Campbell
competition
and the
cooking show?
Icon?
It is, I think. Maybe.
I was reading that they changed some of the methods and directly invoke imagery from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so now people are upset.
Well, actually, that's what I was going to say, because I don't think that's Bruce Campbell. I think that's somebody doing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre chainsaw dance.
That's what I was. And I thought it was Leatherface at first, but then I was like, Leatherface wasn't like in a tank top being all hot.
Well, now apparently in the Ed Gein show, they're like recreating scenes from Texas Chainsaw Massacre that like Ed Gein apparently didn't actually do to try to paint Texas Chainsaw Massacre as if it was like trying to capitalize on tragedy.
So it's kind of like if you wanted to make a story about something they did on Law and Order, but all you had ever seen was the Law and Order episode about it, and so you make You make your thing a remake of Law and Order.
Oh my gosh, that's such a great elevator. Well, Manny Yavin for $10 says one, but he won, but he put a exclamation point. I'm drunk. 2, to Kevin Apollo. When will I see you take over New Gen X Total T? With respect, you could do it better than Frank. Much drunk love. All right, back to my corner. Oh, she'll like it too. Kevin, did you understand any of that? Because I did not.
Oh, I know. It's talking about the Big Hurt commercial where he's selling you. Essentially, you're an older gentleman. Take these testosterone enhancement pills.
Oh, gotcha.
Are you Frank Thomas? Hi, Big Hurt. Hi, random person I don't know. You look good. You've lost weight. Nutrigen X. Yeah. It's Frank
Those
Thomas.
commercials seem like they should have been written for the Family Guy.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Monty Montgomery for $10 is off topic. Lauren was in a hurry to end the stream Tuesday. I agreed with Trish about Halloween Kills. What did you say about Halloween Kills?
Well, first of all, the villain wins the end of Halloween Kills. It's horrendous. Not her kills. Ends is horrendous. Like Monty's saying, ends is horrendous.
He says also Halloween Ends and Zombies Halloween 2 are a couple of the worst movies of all time. Ends is the one where he's training the other kid, right?
Yes, Ends is the one that was marketed endlessly as the final, matchup between Laurie and Michael Myers, and then it was just about this random guy that you met in the beginning of the movie that nobody liked or cared about.
Okay.
Who didn't even go on to become like new Michael Myers because he got ganked. So it's like, what was the point? There was no point to it at all.
Michael Myers would not train someone to be the new Michael Myers. He would just kill that person.
It was like
being Michael Myers.
It was like he was inspired. It was just dumb. Oh,
I remember I have a friend who's like a real purist when it comes to Halloween, and so when the Rob Zombie one came in, I just remember his note was, "I don't know if he wanted to kill Laurie Strode or give her a hug," and I kind of agree. XJ Turkey Bear for $2 says Zegler goes, did someone say weird?
Weird.
By the way, I finally got to watch an episode of Lauren and Apollo. It's a good show.
I'm a fan. How I like to laugh and learn and feel the burn. Tuesdays and Friday nights on the WWE Pro channel at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So,
is it a different experience watching it versus being on it?
Well, the snarky things I say, nobody else hears.
Yeah.
That implies that you're still saying them in the background. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Martin, we knew that you had sent in, your movie that where the villain wins. And we were like, Lauren, you have to read Martin's movie. And he was like, nope, I'm not doing it. He doesn't want to be here. He doesn't get his stuff read on the show. That's how I roll as Lauren Connor, host of Lauren and Apollo.
I felt really bad about that. I was actually really excited to give your take on that, and I completely forgot. People called me out for it on Twitter. I was actually going to reveal this on Friday, but since you're here now and we're talking about it, Martin's pick.
Wait.
Hold on.
That on your show.
$495,000 in super chats. Lauren will tell you exactly what Martin said.
Hey, don't give that away on this show. Wait for Friday. Do yours.
Look at how everyone learns from Lauren. It's like, what can we just ridiculously monetize the most minor of things? Give us $500,000, you'll get the answer.
Well, I mean, you and Pro are watching Cats apparently with Packing Protons. So
yeah, and actually, there's another one that I had never heard of that Packing Protons donated 190 last night for. It's called Birdemic.
Yeah,
so we
Terror.
You've never seen Birdemic?
I believe it's Birdemic 2. He told me.
Ooh,
There's
a Birdemic 2.
There's 3.
What? There's the third one too. I'd never even heard of this before.
I can point you to where you can find all 3.
I'm not sure if I want you to.
This moment just now, we joke, it's like everyone's talking and it's just a bunch of people. Like that literally felt like a bunch of friends just be like, there's a Birdemic too. There's a Birdemic thing. It was just a very interesting little interplay that just went on. As someone who's not involved in it.
Anyway, you can see.
Yeah,
that
see, I didn't think we were
truly
allowed.
enjoy.
So you've been told that it's Birdemic.
Yes.
Oh no. Okay, so what Packing Protons told me was Birdemic, Shock and Terror 1 and 2.
Oh,
Well,
you're getting a double feature.
Well, here's the thing, and he may have been giving you information early. What he told Pro was that he had $400 that he was going to devote to make us watch stuff, and he donated $100 for Cats, $190 for Birdemic, and we've been waiting to find out what the other $110 is for. So maybe
Then
that's
forget.
Birdemic.
I didn't say anything. I thought you guys knew all of this stuff already.
Nope. So I mean,
you said Birdemic. I thought the cat was out of the bag.
I mean, I gotta wait and see. We haven't seen what the other 110 is yet. So
Okay, but you Packing Proton spot.
Now, if you would like to obey the letter of the law but not the spirit, there is a riff tracks for Birdemic.
He prescribed us from doing that. He said that we could not do that. So
your tears must be fresh and your pain must be real to appease the Packing Protons.
You can tell that people really enjoy making us suffer. And this is, I used to love MST 3K until people turned it into a real concept where we really are torturing somebody by making them watch bad movies. It's not as much fun being on this side of it. So I guess we'll see how it goes.
Oh, Lord. Fantastic. All right, Trish, you ready to do this Q&A?
Yeah, sure. Hit me with your best shot, Pepin. Tar.
All right. Let me go back to where we have all of these starred. Josh Hammond says, Trish, favorite female superhero and supervillainess?
Actually, you might want to put a pin in that for a second for super chat.
Oh, what was your super chat? Oh my goodness, the Wild Man, if you haven't, check it in for $50. Says, I added to that fun. Much love, Lorne. However, add this to the math. Thank you, Wildman. If you haven't, if I had your clip from the pro show to play, I would play it right now, but I don't. But you know what? I can play our celebration clip that I do love to play.
We got one.
I was gonna put some wrestling stuff in there too, but I couldn't find any. Like I wanted to get like Kurt Angle celebrating winning the title. I couldn't find it. All right, so Trish, favorite superhero, female superhero, and villainess.
Okay, I'm not like all of my fellow panelists here. I'm not super well versed, so I have probably really flimsy reasons, but I have a very feminine reason of loving Wonder Woman because her accessories have powers. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was in what is it, Lego DC, I just really like being Zatanna. And I just thought her whole shtick was cool. But that's about it. I can't really get too much into it, unfortunately. Josh Hammond, you didn't really nail my wheelhouse. But I mean, and if we're talking about Marvel, like the MCU, I loved Black Widow. So there we go. Those are my answers for you. As unthrilling and probably a letdown as they are. Am I the only one hearing nothing?
No, I'm thinking Marv's mic might be having a problem.
Okay.
I think so.
YouTube got him.
I mean, after all the problems I've had with my internet, I get really worried that it's just me. So, misery loves company.
I think we're all feeling that tonight. So while
I mean,
we're waiting
probably...
on him, do you have any villains that come to mind?
I have no. I wish I had.
Let's hear me now.
Yep.
Yes.
Now you're
Yes. Okay, that was weird. My mic just like stopped working. I was going to ask about any villains, so you don't have any female villains.
Yeah, not off the top of my head. Anyway, like I said, this is not. You guys could probably name like 15 obscure ones, and I'd just be like,
right. Not even like Catwoman.
Not even what?
Not even like Catwoman.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I like it, but it's not like favorite to me indicates like a very strong affinity for something, and it's like,
right.
Yeah.
You didn't like
But I mean,
Hela
I like
from Thor
Hela.
Ragnarok?
No, I was rooting for Thor. Come on.
Of course. Well, you're not supposed to root for the villain, Trish.
Well,
Pastor Muppets, formerly Master Puppets, says Q&A. Trish, what is your favorite Buffy the Vampire Slayer season, and why?
Probably 5. And I don't
Interesting choice.
I don't totally know why. I just know that I will go back and watch. Like, I'll cherry pick from that one the most. And my favorite episode of the whole show is in season 5. So that kind of weights. If, for the record, it's Fool for Love. The Spike episode.
Wait,
Spike
the
episode?
Oh, the one that with the flashbacks?
Yeah. That's my favorite
that is
episode.
that is a good episode.
As it probably would be. But yeah, I don't know. I just find myself.
Is Glory your favorite big bad?
I like the mayor.
I love the mayor
too. But I would say Glory's up there. The end of the season's good, but like I just feel like the over dramatization of what Dawn means to Buffy kind of like gets to me a little bit.
Come on, like, she's not real.
Yeah, like she's not really your sister. So I mean, that part of it, I'm like, this seems awful drastic. So
your mind was remade and against your will and like changed to make you think you had a sister
to save her. Like, but
but the emotions would still feel like they're there.
Mm-hmm.
But
to us as the viewer, to us as the viewer, it doesn't really resonate because we know it's not real.
Right.
It's the conflict of that to me where I'm like, I feel it, and then at the same time I'm like, but it's just like you're going to this extreme, like.
Okay, but would a better actress make you feel it? Like, for instance, don't you feel bad for Tom Hanks in Castaway when he loses Wilson?
I cried at that.
Right.
Yeah.
Ugh. I don't know how much of that is Tom Hanks and how much of it is me knowing I would probably be that ridiculously attached to an inanimate object if I were in his shoes. But
well, I mean, to be fair, also Wilson doesn't spend the entire season complaining about everything in a nasally voice.
I don't know. They got into some spats on that island.
But yeah, well, I don't know.
When I'm thinking favorite Buffy season, I'm always going 2 or 3. Like, I kind of go back and forth on 2 and 3. 2 is probably my ride or die, but yeah.
3 is probably my second favorite.
3 is so good. Mike Glass asked Trish, what are your favorite rock concerts and why?
Okay, well, it depends on how you want to just describe favorite. I have ones that like mean something to me because of who they were. Like when my mom and I went to see Ringo Starr, like that's a Beatle. That's my favorite Beatle. So it was like I felt something from that because of that. It wasn't necessarily like, oh, the best lineup of songs or anything like that. It was just the weight of that. So I have a few like that, like Alice in Chains were like that for me. 3/5 of Guns N' Roses was like that for me. So like in terms of special, those, if you're talking about like how much fun I had, like Alice Cooper puts on an incredible show. It's so much fun. I mean, he wears a jacket, he looks like a spider, and there's like all sorts of fun stuff that goes on. And then there were just ones that sounded really good, like Cheap Trick sounded really great. Metallica, I felt cathartic and also like I could punch a hole in a wall, like at the same time. So like that was a lot of fun. So I hope that kind of, I realized there's a round of like 8 shows, but.
We all knew that was going to be your answer.
And no doubt, because it was my first concert ever.
No Doubt was your first? That's interesting. Maddie says, Q&A, shoots my shot. Marry me? Okay, fine. No question. Favorite guilty snack?
I don't tend to feel too guilty. I mean, I could tell you my vice is like Pepsi and brownies. Those are those things that like I don't try to take over my, you'd have to take them out of my cold, dead hands for me to give those up easily. Yeah, like those two, I'm like, no, I can't live.
Wait,
my
which
life.
one was that? My sound broke out for a second.
What I said? What my choice is? Yeah. I said Pepsi and brownies are like my vices. So.
Like homemade brownies or like Hostess brownies or something.
I mean, I'm not picky, but I would prefer like a homemade or like where it's store bought, but like the bakery in the store made it. Like that's fine.
Yep.
But if like someone only has a Little Debbie, like that's fine too. Like I'm not
brownies with like walnuts or just
no.
like plain. Yeah. See, I the second you put nuts in brownies, I'm just like, no. You've dropped the ball at this point.
If that's all I've got, fine. But I'm not choosing that. This is probably another one of those things where it's like crunchy or smooth peanut butter. People probably have like and you fall one way or the other, yay or nay.
Yeah,
I'm not saying brownies.
My wife and mother-in-law have this fight all the time. My mother-in-law likes to bake brownies and she likes to throw nuts on them. And I know when she has not listened to my wife's request because the battle
ensues.
Very intense. Yes. Also, that No Doubt concert, was that at a local university?
It was. The last time they ever let shows go there because everybody was too rowdy.
Oh, no, they weren't even that rowdy.
I know they weren't. And everyone wanted to crowd surf me.
We were in the same place at the same time, didn't know each other.
You were there?
You were at a No Doubt concert?
Yeah.
Well you have to understand, at the time, that was not a thing that was happening where we were. So, and it was like, when it happened, I think it was like booked before they started to really break out. And then in the interim, they broke out. So it was like a big deal. I didn't know you were at that. All this time, I never knew you were at that, Kevin.
Wait, just guessing here. How did you not see him? He'd had to be like one of 3 black people in the entire place. Wait, were you security?
Oh no, I was only like.
Okay, yeah, so one of 3 not security.
Yeah. Oh, I think I was like 14, and I could tell you how I couldn't see him. Well, one, I wouldn't have known what to look for. Maybe I did see you. Who knows? And the other thing is, like, I was just at least a full head shorter than like everybody else in the crowd, which is why they kept trying to get me to crowd surf. And I was like, no, I don't want to fall and break my head open. I'm good. So my friends would just occasionally lift me so I could see, because it was all GA. Yeah. I did see them again in like 2002. But I weirdly remember less about that show, even though it was more recent.
LK asks, Trish, is there a Buffy spin-off from any character / idea you wish we got? I would love to have seen a spy show with the Invisible Girl.
Oh, I never really thought about a spin-off. I mean, outside of Angel. I don't know. A spin-off from any character. I mean, they wanted to give Spike his own show. I'm there.
They should have done Faith and Wood.
The one
Faith would have been a good one.
Faith and Wood. I had heard Joss had a plan for like it almost sounded like Supernatural, where it was like Faith is like traveling around instead of being in one location, or it was like Faith on a motorcycle, like going into different towns and like righting wrongs and whatnot.
I'd watch that.
The one that I really wanted to see was the one that got made that we never got, which was Ripper.
Yeah.
Did that ever release in the UK? Like, does that exist anywhere, or is that lost media?
They actually like made a whole season, or just like a pilot?
I don't know. I don't know, but when he shows up to fight Willow in season 6, like he definitely makes it seem like there's like this whole like coven that he works for and stuff like that. So
you still need to make that clip for me, by the way. Dark Willow saying bored now.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that.
Polite request.
That's my wife's favorite moment in all of Buffy.
Bored now. That's how I feel. I hear her in my head sometimes.
Chef Eddie says,
what we're supposed to have gotten from that.
Chef Eddie says, what is the one thing that Lorne is the most wrong about?
Oh, where do I begin? Honestly, as much as I like to tease Lorne, I guess maybe saying he should watch anything instead of Supernatural, but
proof that I'm right about everything.
I wouldn't go that far.
I thought you were going to say Butterfinger.
What's that?
Butterfinger. See, this is the problem. I get put on the spot with questions, and then my brain is like, nah, you can't think of an answer for that. Butterfinger. You are wrong about Butterfinger, Lauren.
No, I'm not.
His response was like, no. Just reject that. No, I'm not. You are, but it's okay.
Okay, let's see. Regina Sharp says
not you, Regina.
Favorite guilty pleasure song and movie.
I don't have a guilty pleasure. I know this probably sounds like a cop-out, but it's true. I just like what I like. I will totally rock like Britney Spears and then put on like Slayer. It does not matter to me at all. I guess you guys would probably classify any of the pop stuff I listen to as a guilty pleasure, because that just tends to be the stuff that people say. It's kind of like Nolan would never feel guilty about listening to Vanilla Ice.
There's no like Striper cassette hidden away somewhere.
Nah, I've always been like that. I've always been someone who just kind of likes what I like. So, I mean, movie. I'm trying to think. I'm like,
Delirious.
What was that?
Fat Boy's Delirious.
You know, I thought you said Yahoo Serious.
Okay, it's weird though because Fat Boys just came up the other day.
Dude, what is going on?
Yeah.
You know what? My favorite guilty pleasure movie is Cool as Ice. It's my favorite guilty pleasure movie. I do sort of love it now.
When a movie is shot that beautifully,
Is it really guilty? That's right. And with such great line delivery.
William Schweikert asks, when and where did you meet Marvin? Do you even remember? I don't remember where we met.
I'm trying to point. I'm never good at this because of this guy.
Well, I mean, we met through Kev, obviously.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
were you there? Were you there the night at Kev's that we watched Self-Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior for the first time?
I think so.
Or was that just me and you?
That was me and you. That was me
But
and
I
you.
watched that with you, Kevin. I definitely watched that with you.
I feel like there might have been more people there. I think like maybe her and Ryan were there.
Wait, I thought I heard something about you guys and like going to Hooters because they had a pay-per-view of something.
That wasn't when we first. That wasn't when we first met, though. That was just.
Oh, that is. That
is
is.
it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes, because you made a spectacular introduction.
Did I?
You had just come from a especially awful blind date.
Oh, I remember this now.
Wait,
yeah,
I don't
did
remember
make a
this.
Fantastic. Yeah.
What?
You were not pleased.
Tell me my story.
I don't remember, but you like.
You couldn't wait to let it out.
You had a movie entrance. I was like, oh, here comes Marv, and you kind of say hello. You put both hands on the table. You look down, and then we go, "Have you ever had a date so bad?" And then proceeded to just vent your soul.
I don't even remember this.
I got the full Marv experience, like right out of the gate.
So was I just kind of like, "Hi, how are you? Okay, time for my big story." Like
it was literally like, "Hi."
Yeah.
That's it.
For the life of me, I don't remember this.
Oh god, it was. I feel like Celine Dion. It's all coming back to me now. Like the second you said.
Do you remember anything about the story?
Nothing.
Just that it was awful. It was so bad. You had to like. It was. You just erupted with it. Like
I can't even remember.
I imagine you like in the car, just driving. Like when I get there. They're gonna hear all about this. Like you
just stewing. I legitimately
just stewing on the date.
Wait, so we were going to Hooters before we did Matt Hardy Day?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I thought Matt Hardy Day came prior to that. Okay, all right. So that's fascinating.
As everyone in the chat's probably like, what the hell is Matt Hardy Day?
When we decided that we were going to watch all Matt Hardy matches because Matt Hardy had just come back, or no, he hadn't come back yet. No, he had already been back, and we were going to just have Matt Hardy Day and watch Matt Hardy stuff. And then Kevin's DVD player just stopped working for no reason.
Boom! Like right on.
Why did it break? Too much Matt Hardy?
We all thought Triple H did it. We were like, I remember Trish saying, "Oh my God, guys, Trish is trying to Trip is trying to stop us from watching Matt Hardy."
Yeah,
because it was the weirdest thing. There was nothing wrong with your DVD player; it just wouldn't play Matt Hardy matches.
You wouldn't. It sounds like crap, except we were all there to witness it, so we can attest to the fact that that's exactly what happened.
It 100% happened.
Bizarre.
I wish I could remember this blind date because, like, there's
maybe
like
you don't want to. I don't know the reaction you had to it. Maybe you don't want to.
No, I mean it's seriously like Peter Pan, like in Hook, forgetting Neverland, like just blocked it out, and like it's just a blank spot for me. Like I vaguely, there's like a ghostly corner of my mind right now that's screaming like because it does remember, but I cannot for the life of me piece it together.
It was so bad.
My favorite part of the night was our dear friend Ryan not being able to understand that the young lady who had come to the house to partake in the festivities was at the right house because she was entirely too attractive to be there.
What do I say to that? Let's move on to Be Our Guy.
Be Our Guy says, which Supernatural episode do you think could be each of your fellow panelists' favorite if they watch the show?
Well,
you can be vague about why or only say titles if you want.
Martin and Kevin have seen it. So I might actually confer. Because I feel like one of them would be Scooby Natural.
Yes!
Okay, apparently Nolan. With the reaction he just had to Scooby Natural. I feel like he'd be into that one. Oh yeah, then you like them. It's a good one. Lauren, I'm just not sure if Lauren would like this. He could, but I wouldn't expect it. So to me, I'm like,
well,
you know what? You like wait, you like westerns?
Yes.
The one where they go back in time and Dean gets to be a cowboy and is a serape. Yeah, Frontierland, I think it's called in like.
That's a good one, yeah.
Season 6. I think you'd like that one. And then I don't know with Marv.
My favorite thing about Dean is, although Dean is the main character, Dean is also the everyman. So when he gets to go do cool stuff, he is reacting like how a regular person would probably react.
Like when they talk about the Clint Eastwood movies and the ones with the monkey, and he's just like, his name is Clyde. Like he's so offended they didn't refer to him by name.
I love when he gives the Braveheart speech in front of the LARPers.
and she's like, is that? And Sam was like, it's the only speech he knows. Just let him go. Ugh. Yeah, because Dean is like the cooler one, but he's also actually the nerdier one because he'll just like dive headfirst into stuff like LARPing. Yeah, I can't wait for Dean to be his favorite.
I have to pop into the Q&A right now because Regina Sharp for $50. That's right, Jobber Monster. Boom. It was me, and it always will be.
Just like a little Triple H living in the DVD player shouting that. Mm-hmm. Like that episode of Buffy with the little thing. They go through the haunted house, and it's just like
they're all going to abandon you?
Yeah. But Marv, I don't know. I don't know what would be the one for him. Like he's
the
hard.
racist truck.
I know the episode that got me because my friend showed it. It was out of order. She showed it to me, and she was just, I think in her head was like, "This'll do it," and it did. And it was Mystery Spot. If you know, you know. Groundhog Day in an episode.
Liquid Fox says, I asked Marv about it, but have you heard of the Canadian Dexter? And yes, it's real. He was saying this needs to be a crime and punishment episode.
Yes. Oh, why am I blanking his name? It's like
that guy. Oh, I
Mark Twitchell.
Yes,
is that his name?
Ask you guys if you talked about him.
Yeah, and he's like a Star Wars nerd too. So he just covers like every base. Yeah,
we'll have to do a CNF about it.
He was a really crappy Dexter because he got
he got one person, and then that was it.
Yeah, one person, and that was it.
He doesn't clearly doesn't live by the code of Harry. Then
he's pathetic.
Oh, okay. Regina Sharp says, "What characters from any format do you identify most with your fellow panelists?" I know you're Kevin one.
You do, because
You always say Dr. Cox.
He is like Dr. Cox, and he's also like if Michael Kors on Project Runway were straight and black. Because they have a way with words.
Giant.
And giant. They have a way with words that I've never, like, literally the only other person is Michael Kors on Project Runway, because his descriptions are so detailed and specific, but random, but perfect. And Kevin is just the same way. He will just describe something and you're just like, I never would have thought to say it that way, but that is perfect. So those are the two people for Kevin, even though Michael Kors isn't actually a fictional character, he's a character.
Right.
See, I'm terrible at this. Like, when I was like, yeah, I'll do a Q&A, I did not think about my brain going, no, you don't want to answer anything. Help me, guys. Trigger me with something. Like, trigger my brain. If you've got an idea about someone, maybe it'll help me, because I will be here floundering and making everybody
Marvel sitcoms. Am I the Izzy of the group?
Okay, let's calm down. You don't give that title out lightly, Nolan.
I'll take Sam the American Eagle.
I like to think that I give Kermit vibes, but
with a hint of Alex P. Keaton, I feel like, as a compliment.
Doesn't get better than that.
Who's like a sweet, innocent little cherub? Because I feel like that's Nolan. Like, Nolan's just sweet. He doesn't want to upset anybody. He just wants everyone to be happy and loves everybody. And I'm like, a character like that is Nolan. Look at him.
First season Dawn.
I'm trying to compliment him. And then Lauren, I feel like Lauren's his own character.
Yeah, Lauren is just kind of Lauren.
He's look on his face. He's like waiting for me to say something, to react somehow. I can see it. But and you guys are not very helpful. Who's like a really crappy Star Wars character? Because then I'll just make that Lauren. Lauren's the one that I want to give a hard time to all the time.
Kylo Ren.
Oh. Yeah.
Rey Skywalker.
No, that's
we don't go there.
Yeah, I didn't even go that far, Martin.
You can do better than that. Come on, Martin. I know you've got better material than that.
Rose Tico.
Okay, that's a little better.
Oh, I think you meant me. I'm like, I really can't think of a specific person. I just know I like to give you a hard time.
Martin, I know, could roast me, but Ray, you're better than that. Come on.
We don't dip into the darkness.
He's not angry. He's just disappointed.
It's like that's so low effort. I know that you can actually do a lot better than that.
It's almost like the offense isn't even Ray. It's you didn't even put in the effort to try to find one for me. You know?
Yeah, it's like, come on. If you're gonna insult me, insult me. It's like come on.
If you're gonna do it. I'm probably letting everybody down.
Low
These
energy.
questions.
No, you're good, Trish. Don't worry. William Schweikert says, post this before in case it was missed. It was missed. So thank you for posting it again. Says, what is it that attracted you to the Harry Potter series? And what about the series didn't you like?
Yeah, I think it was honestly the sum of its parts, because I didn't expect to like it. For the longest time, I was like, I'm not gonna like this. And then when I actually watched the first, because it was during COVID, believe it or not. This is not like I found this when I was a kid. And I watched the first two and I was like, I think I want to go on. And then after that, it was like, so I guess maybe Prisoner of Azkaban sealed it. I guess Sirius Black from the beginning was just like, yeah, okay, we're going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
About the series I didn't like, it's hard because like now I'm like, oh, I can nitpick. Okay, like, well, Half-Blood Prince not having Voldemort's backstory in it. You know what I mean? You know what? I sincerely did not like Sirius Black dying. And Dobby. Oh, I ugly cried at Dobby. I mean, I'm sure they're good. You know what I mean? It's just me. I couldn't take it. But that's not to say it's bad or poorly written or wrong to do. I just couldn't take it. That's me being too sensitive.
Okay. Yeah, you and Kumia with our final question, Trish says Q&A, favorite dinosaur?
I mean, I'm not like these guys here, but I did. What? Did you say the chicken tender? What did you just say?
I said Earl Sinclair.
Yeah, Earl Sinclair.
My brain did think of the show first. But
I think you meant Dino Chicken Nuggets.
But as a kid, I always just for some reason liked a Stegosaurus. I think I liked the accoutrement on his back. So that was always
the
just
blingiest of all dinosaurs.
Yeah, a little bit pizzazz.
The accessorized.
Yeah, zhuzhed up. So Stegosaurus.
See, I was always I respect the Velociraptor because it's the perfect predator.
See, this is the difference between me. Like, you guys probably have like well thought out answers with specific reasons, and I'm like, I like the accessories on his back.
Yeah.
So,
Not to derail, but I legit want to know the answer from everyone on this panel what their favorite dinosaur is.
I was going back and forth on this because Stegosaurus was up there for me too, just because I really like its natural defenses. Like, Trish calls it accessories. I call it natural defenses against predators. But
we all have our way of describing things. It's fine.
Yeah. Lauren, what's your favorite dinosaur?
Triceratops.
That's up there for me too. Martin, what about you?
Ankylosaurus. That's the one with like the morning star on its tail.
Oh yeah, it's very true. Nolan?
Also frequently gets sprains too.
Pterodactyl power.
Pterodactyl. Kevin?
Denver. He's my friend and a whole lot more.
Let's swing back to that one. That's a little creepy in retrospect, don't we think?
I know.
Those are kids, Denver.
It was a different time. So innocent.
Oh, and a whole lot. I never thought of it that way because I was a child.
And a whole lot more.
Did anyone get the impression Martin has been sitting on that for a long time? Like, he just really needed to get that out. Like, this is upsetting. We need to circle back because now I can actually vent. It is creepy.
Actually
though.
stems from a conversation with Jonas one time.
I was literally going to say this is a conversation you and Jonas had. I was about to say it.
It's funny 'cause I made a Denver joke on Pro once, and Jonas immediately sprung on me. He's our friend and a whole lot more.
He did. Right on it. It's fair. It's fair. Yeah, Stegosaurus for Denver.
Oh my gosh. Andre Adams for $9.99 says, I just Googled Birdemic. I'm sorry.
This reminds me of Jim Cotta. Is that the movie you guys are trying to tell Lauren about that time?
I'm actually willing to watch that one. I watched the trailer for it, and it's like, you know what? I think I'm into this.
Yeah.
I can still hear Martin going, oh, you haven't seen Jim Cotta.
And the stupid thing is just there for him to do the pommel horse.
Wait, was that actually on the show that we talked about that, or was that a post-show thing where we talked about Jim Cotta?
That was here, and I feel like we are personally responsible for YouTube removing it from its.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. You have to buy it now. Anybody who had it up, it got pulled down.
That's insane. I'm sorry.
Wow, Manny Avon for $2 says, so Lauren, love your hat. Nolan, Nintendo, yeah.
Thank you.
Bottoms up, wow, Manny Avon. You and Cumia gifted 1 Tooney Town TV membership. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Liquid Fox for $5 Canadian says, the only episode I fully watched of Supernatural is the one where Dean keeps losing his memory. When he's repeating his name in the mirror is my greatest fear.
That episode goes from being like kind of fun, funny, he's kind of like adorably losing his memory to being like really sad and dark in a hurry. That's a later episode. That's like double-digit seasons.
Regina Sharp for $5 says, Trish made the classic Q&A blinder. She didn't expect us to make the goals, so she didn't prep herself for info about herself. Just classic.
I honestly didn't know what I was going to be asked. I thought maybe about music, which Mike Glass came through, but I wasn't expecting like dinosaur and stuff like that, so it was not. And I'm like, I was saying, I think I was saying this to Lauren the other day, like I'm different than my guys here, like in my interests and stuff. So I guess there's a level of you guys don't totally know me the way you might know them and the things that they like, because we don't really generally talk about it here. So there's that too. You know.
It's very true. All right, guys. Well, we're all caught up on super chats. Thank you guys very, very much for such a generous night with the super chats. Like, seriously,
Thank you for wanting to hear my crappy answers to your questions.
Yeah. We'll have to have a new goal for next week. And yeah, this was a lot of fun. I very much enjoyed it.
Renegade. Who had the Renegade go by?
It's got to be Nolan again, right?
It's always Nolan.
Ever since Kevin said at that time, I'm like, that's what I think of now when I hear one of those.
Oh, by the way, I just wanted somebody mentioned it on one of the morning streams. I want to just, I know that they'll never see this, but I want to say thank you to a lot of the big time YouTubers that have been using my articles from That Park Place or my team's articles from That Park Place and videos lately. I've been noticing them popping up a lot more lately on a lot of big channels. So
that's
huge
awesome.
Thanks to Friday Night Tights did a couple of them. Yellow Flash always does them. Vera Dark, Smash JT. So yeah, huge thanks to you guys. Just awesome. I'm honored. I'm humbled, and thank you guys very, very much. Not that you'll ever hear me say this, but Ryan Kinnell uses a bunch of them. So yeah, just absolutely super cool. Valiant Renegade used my Superman article just last night, and that was really awesome. So thank you guys for that. And I hope you guys have been checking out That Park Place. We had a couple of exclusive rumors that have dropped. We actually have another, I think it's an exclusive coming out tomorrow morning about Disneyland. So guys, make sure you're checking that out because of course, guys at Midnight's Edge, who I'm now so grateful to be featured on their streams. That's been a huge thrill for me. Derek Anderson, the DA, has been using them as well. So huge thanks to him. Ron Bradley, big thanks to him as well. He uses them on his Culture Casino. So yeah, definitely awesome. I love seeing it. Okay. Nolan Thunder, tell the fine folks where they can find more about you and everything you're up to.
Thank you, kind sir. Well, you can hear more from me this coming Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be covering the awful fall of Xbox as a company. They've been making all the wrong kind of headlines lately.
Oh, yeah.
And that will be on That Game Place, the YouTube channel, on our show, That Game Place Live. There's also some big Nintendo news recently. They uploaded a short recently about a baby. And no one knows if it has any connection to a possible movie, a game, or if it was just a short for the heck of it. So there's a lot of speculation to be had, so be on the lookout for that. If you want to hear about some documentaries and lost media mysteries and internet mysteries in general, please check out my show, Lost in the Files, on my personal channel, Nolan Thunder. I was in production of a video for Halloween. However, there has been some behind-the-scenes changes, so that will probably end up becoming a Patreon exclusive. I am currently in production of an episode for December, so be on the lookout for that when it comes out.
All right, Martin Stone, what do you got cooking up?
Well, now that we are in Trishtober, the Lost Guys are doing a Halloween month.
Mm-hmm.
And so look for those coming out soon. And now that I think about it, gentlemen out there, I want to give a little piece of advice. Goth girls don't camp, so if they invite you into the woods, don't go.
Yeah.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board. That's probably what would be going on there.
The Craft?
Yeah.
Lauren, what do you got cooking up on the Lauren and Apollo show coming up?
Tomorrow night, we're going to be talking about the top soundtracks and composers for your favorite movies. So hopefully that'll be a fun discussion.
Awesome. And tune in to find out Martin's favorite movie that, with the villain wins in the end. So, got to find that out. Trish, what do you got going on?
Oh, I was catching up on people in the chat who wrote while I was doing the Q&A. Did we talk about Lost Guys? Did we talk about that?
We did. We talked about Trishtober, remember?
So, but did we talk about what we did, what we recorded? Because it was absolutely Freddy's greatest hits.
I didn't mention specifics, so you got it.
Freddy's greatest hits. We recorded it. It was so much fun. It kind of branched off a little bit into other horror themes in terms of score themes. Don't worry, Lauren, I didn't step all over your show for Friday or anything. But yeah, it was fun. I had a blast. These two humored me. I think they had a little fun too. But
it was great.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm still from the Q&A, so I want to quickly catch up too before we end this, and I can't anymore. But ooh, what did I just see? The Crow. So
I love the
Talking
Crow.
about
I want-
soundtracks.
I love
Crow,
The Crow.
Crow is a phenomenal soundtrack.
Personally offended when they made the movie with Bill Skarsgård. Let's not go there.
The less we say about that, the better.
Ugh.
Kev stepped away for a second, but I know he's got House of Apollo coming very soon, cooking up a couple videos for you guys. And of course, Lauren and Apollo Tuesdays and Friday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the WWE Pro channel. For me, guys, I hope you're checking out the videos. We released a couple videos this week that have been doing pretty well. Well, one that did pretty well and one that was about The Rock that apparently he can't even draw ratings for me right now. So make sure you're checking those out. We're going to be doing a lot more of them in the coming weeks. I'm just kind of starting to get my groove back. And make sure you check out Marvin Movie Monster in the morning, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 a.m. Of course, there will not be one tomorrow because I'm going away for the weekend with my wife, and I have to basically set up all of that Park Place articles for the weekend by like 1 o'clock tomorrow. So I'm going to be working like hardcore. All right. Thanks very much for joining us, guys. We will see you next week. And I'll see you guys Monday morning. From all of us here at the Tooney Town channels, I'm Marvin the Movie Monster. Now get out of here!
Thank you, everyone, for tonight. This has been such an amazing week. Thank you, Lord. Thank you to the amazing cast. Thank you, Peacemaker. This is so wonderful. Have a crazy night. Thank you.
Now, Perry the Platypus, feel the wrath of my thank you-inator!
Thank you, you piece of trash.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you! Oh, I suppose you want me to say thank you. But you know what? Saying thank you is like jobbing. Thank you!
I got a little message. Thank you. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, thank you! Oh, thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you!
Thanks? For what?
Hi-ho from all of us here at Tooney Town. Thank you!
And viewers like you. Thank you.